For Hype Plus News, I'm Symphony Thompson. Ever since Jonathan Majors has been found guilty of one misdemeanor assault charge and one harassment violation, reactions to the verdict have been split. Some social media users would express their frustrations that yet another Black actor at the height of fame has had their reputation tarnished. Some Twitter users would compare Major's case with Ezra Miller's harassment allegations and even Robert Downing Jr.'s own struggles with drugs and alcohol. According to the internet, these two were actors who suffered from public downfalls and were given a chance at redemption. Warner Brothers in DC would release the film The Flash starring Miller amid tons of legal issues and controversy coming from Miller's own personal life. Downey Jr., on the other hand, had his own career setbacks, which were finally halted when he starred in 2008's Iron Man and Tropic Thunder within the same summer. So the question lingers, will Majors have a similar opportunity for a comeback? Time will only tell. However, as a Black actor, history is not on his side. As a Black actor in Hollywood, it's been said the more you continue to rise to the top, targets can be put on your back as many anticipate your downfall.
That is absolutely correct. More targets will be put on your back, but all you have to do is just don't think you have the same rights. What do you think I mean by that? The number first of all, this they really didn't. The two examples made in this particular video with
To when he starred in 2008,
here Robert Downey, he had a issue with drug abuse, right? Which is basically 2/3 of Hollywood. There was no, I'm not sure if he hurt anybody or got accused of some sort of abuse, but from what I heard, that was an issue and it halted his career for a long time. Like at least 10 years, it could be as high as 20. So if we're measuring that, yes, I do believe um Jonathan will recover, but I don't think he's going to be making, Robert Downey Jr.'s kind of money. The Ezra guy, I haven't heard from much. I've seen him a couple times. I think he's a pretty good actor, but what people are concerned most about is what did you do? Let's see what Ezra did. I didn't hear much about what he did. Let's see.
downfalls, and with drugs and alcohol. At the height of fame, has
Let's
had
go
their
back.
reputation tarnished. Some Twitter users would compare Major's case with Ezra Miller's harassment allegations and even
Okay, so Ezra Miller harassment allegations. Let me bring that up for a minute. Hold on one second. All right, in June, Professor published since allegations of their troubling behavior, grooming minors. Ooh, Kirkus Miller who is non-binary. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, he stars in the Flash. Anyway, this is pretty close. Um, this is pretty close, and so the question is this. Um, what made John think he was going to be treated like Ezra? That's important. That's the important question to ask you. Ask a person, any person, especially after a long, long list in times of history of when Black men have been given our national anthems of we take We take 2 steps forward to go 1 step back. So we know. We know that there's a possibility. We may not get the same fair shake, as you can call it, or love, or whatever you wanna call it. But, let me go back to the video. Here we go. But, um, you when you're given, I mean, he was given superstar, and he wasn't given superstar, and he earned it, but I mean, it wasn't like he earned it, but at the same time, he didn't appreciate it. If you appreciate superstardom, you become super careful. There's a lesson I need to teach to anyone is when you have more to appreciate, when you attain more to appreciate, appreciate it. It could be property, it could be a car, it could be a house. Property, you make sure you take care of it. You make sure everything's paid up. Car, you made sure it's paid up. You take care of it. You drive carefully and safely. You don't put anything to risk. You don't put anything to risk. You don't go out there and risk things by risky behavior. You don't go gambling when you know you have investments and you don't want to spend your gambling money investments. Shout out to the chat. Eat, pray, yoga in the house. Oya Terminador Negros in the house. I'm telling. This is universal. This isn't even just specific. It's the more you have to appreciate, the more you appreciate. And here's the downfall part for a lot of us fellow brothers is when we get a good woman, okay? We get a good woman, fit, feminine, all of that, or whatever type of woman we're looking for. Because, see, what I found to be a bunch of BS was that each and every black man thinks like Kevin Samuels, and that's not true. Okay, a lot do, unfortunately, to their own detriment, but fit, feminine, friendly, submissive, and all that kind of crap. Some men don't like that shit. So you can't really just say that's for everybody. So the thing is this: when you do get a good woman, why do we have so many examples of men messing up a good thing? That's not just the woman, but the situation you're in, the blessings you were given. You disrespect the blessings you were given. And quite honestly, women are just another blessing that you were given, that you started making up things why you didn't like them, or why you felt it was okay for you to step out, or why you feel like you wanted to take them for granted. Let's keep playing this though. Here we go.
Through Robert Downey Jr.'s own struggles with drugs and alcohol. According to the internet, these two were actors who suffered from public downfalls and were given a chance at redemption. Warner Brothers in DC would release the film The Flash starring Miller amid tons of legal issues and controversy coming from Miller's own personal life. Downey Jr., on the other hand, had his own career setbacks, which were finally halted when he starred in 2008's Iron Man and Tropic Thunder within the same summer. So the question lingers: will Majors have a similar opportunity for a comeback? Time will only tell. However, as a Black actor, history is not on his side. As a Black actor in Hollywood, it's been said the more you continue to rise to the top, targets can be put on your back as many anticipate your downfall, especially in an industry run by whites. Denzel Washington famously reiterated this argument back in 2022, soon after Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars. In reaction to that moment, Washington said, "At your highest moment, be careful. That's when the devil comes for you. There's a saying, when the devil ignores you, then you know you're doing something wrong.
Exactly.
The devil goes, oh no, leave him alone. He's my favorite."
Exactly. There's several. There's several.
Conversely, when the devil comes at you, maybe it's because you're trying to do something right. And for whatever reason, the
Yep.
devil got
Yep. I have the devils be coming at me. I'm not saying I'm doing everything right, but I'm doing a few things right. And they be sending all the disciple, the devil disciples and shit. Yep. Pathological liars. They send me the sociopaths. They send sociopaths at me. They send pathological liars at me. Wow, they send them hard too. Let's keep it going.
a hold of him that night. Denzel Washington is one black actor who, despite his decades spent in Hollywood, has never had a negative scandal attached to his name. According to Washington himself, this is due to a number of things, including his calculated decision to not rely on Hollywood friends, as well as refusing to participate in many show business trends. Denzel seeing himself as an actor and an artist as opposed to a celebrity is one reason why he's been able to avoid scandals while remaining one of our most celebrated figures of all time.
Exactly. Let's keep it going. He is excellent. By the way, this is Comedy Hype. The commentary is excellent. I wish I knew the woman's name. She is very good at what she's doing. Let's keep it going.
Now, it's been reported that Washington has been nominated and selected to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, but never set a date for his ceremony. According to the Daily Mail,
That is shocking if he does not have a star. That would be shocking.
those selected have a 2-year window to set this date. And if a date is not set, the nomination process will have to start all over again. Now, this wouldn't be the first time Washington has shunned fame. He's done so many times in his career, including one 1996 appearance on The Oprah Winfrey Show.
What does fame feel like?
You know, Oprah, I never wanted to be famous, to be quite honest. Never wanted to be famous. I wanted to be good at what I do. I still don't want to be famous. I want to be good at what I do.
Also, in 2013, Washington sat down for an interview with The Guardian in order to promote his latest film, Flight. During the conversation, Washington would reveal that he doesn't have any friends in the industry. All of his
Wow, that's deep.
current friends came before his rise to stardom, and the friendships have continued since. Even within the industry, I don't have any actor friends. My friends are old friends. One's an ex music guy, the other's a restaurant owner, and the other's an ex pro ball player. When asked why he doesn't have any Hollywood friends, he said, because I don't make friends. Maybe I'm not a butt kisser. Maybe I'm not a schmoozer. I'm not about to go to a party to try to get a job. And then when you have children, the other friends become other parents. We'd coach baseball or basketball. My wife and I were raised right. I don't want movie star friends. Being African American, there were no big movie stars to hang out with anyway. Not when I was starting out. They were just the third guy from the back. For whatever reason, I never befriended any white actors.
Wow, deep. Here we go.
Washington would then add, I'm a working actor. What's a celebrity anyway? Paris Hilton's a celebrity. I'm just a working actor. Thus cementing himself as an artist who avoids any distractions and is all about his work, something that has become rare in an industry full of socialites and influencers. Stay up to date with the latest news and comedy by subscribing here to our YouTube channel, follow Comedy Hype across all social media, and look out for original content on our new streaming service.
So as you see, I'm trying to show the good side of our black community right here. Um, I did a little. I went out into the YouTube streets as usual. I went over to the Black Manosphere to see if they said anything about John Majors or concerns or anything like that, and it was crickets. But what they did have the time to speak about was bullshit like this, and I can't put it any other way. Hold on 1 second. Look at what this dude wants to do. Look. Nothing about the community and being better at all. He's got right there. He's got an ex porn star right here, Sotomayor, some more red pill dudes. Nothing about showing how to do things right. Nothing. Look, drama. That is funny. Saint in the Center got roasted by, the Queen Maker, but he's trying to say that the Saint in the Center did all the roasting. That's ridiculously wrong, of course. But that's all they can do. What they try to do is make losing look like winning. That's what all these dudes do. They try to make losing look like winning, and that's why us as black men, we have trouble getting to the level of a Denzel Washington. Because nobody wants to work as hard as Denzel Washington in their own field. They want everything given to them, and we're about to find out how. Do I got a show for you tonight. Welcome, Tanya. Welcome, Letitia. Welcome, Eat, Pray, Yoga. Welcome, Oya. We are going to get into it. Let me take this down. Okay. Get this party started. Hold on 1 second. So, check this out.
Your credit all fucked up, your pussy smell like a fish tank. You done lost your edges, your wig sitting this way, your head sitting that way. You look like a whore that used to be on back page. Bitch. Every time I wake up to you, it be a sad day. Every time I wake up to you, I have a bad day. One time I fucked you, I thought it was my last day. Thank God the doctor told me that I'd be okay. You ugly and your breath stank.
This is brought to you by Spicy Black Magic. And her caption is this. This is how the Kangs feel about you. Instead of like him getting buried in ridicule, nobody came for him. Nobody came for him. They let him do it. They let him be like this. And then he turns around, and I guarantee you, he wants to be respected by other people. You know? He wants to be respected. See, that's the thing, is that you got to count your blessings. You've heard that before, right? You've heard that before. Welcome, Kay Brown. So why don't black men count their blessings? Here's another man who is with an extremely, extremely talented woman, lovely, submissive. She let him slap his booty on Twitter, right? What is it about us black men that make us disrespect beautiful women? Let me play this.
Keke Palmer, another headline. Her ex-boyfriend alleges he was the abuser. Okay, so this comes weeks, I don't know, months at this point after Keke stepped forward He says it's her, not him. According to
Bouncing, doing the deceptive, distractive, deflection is normal for sociopaths, by the way. Here we go.
court documents obtained by Page Six, Keke Palmer's ex, Darius Jackson, filed to get a restraining order against the Nope star, with whom he shares 9-month-old son, Leotis, over allegations she was verbally and physically abusive toward him during their 2-year relationship. And I can't wait to hear what you say about the timing on this one, Ray, because when I think of a restraining order, well, let's pause and get into it now. When I think of a restraining order, Rivana, I think of imminent danger, but perhaps you will educate me on the law and when it becomes necessary and who can get granted what after the fact.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It does require proof of imminent danger. And, temporary restraining orders are issued quickly without the same level of, the same levels that are required for other rulings in court, because you have to show that I am in immediate danger. And then in cases of domestic violence, you have to show that there's been a documented pattern of abuse, that you for your own safety, you need this ruling to happen quickly. And then there'll be hearings on it later where more evidence can be presented, and you can get more into the arguments on the merits. But it's an issue where a judge will look over and determine then and there if there is validity in their eyes to granting this temporary restraining order. And in the case of Keke Palmer, that is what happened. The judge examined the petition and granted it on the basis of what she presented.
And we saw stills, remember?
Mm-hmm.
She had security cameras in her home when reportedly Darius Jackson came in and got aggressive, was physically aggressive with this superstar. And so based on what you're saying, I take it that maybe 2.5 years ago was not imminent danger, but we'll go through some of what he's alleging during one incident, which allegedly took place in August 2021. That's a month after they started dating. Jackson, age 29, claimed that an agitated and aggressive Palmer, age 30, punched him in the face at a birthday party. He claimed in the docs that her friend Lenoria Addison tried to stop the former Nickelodeon star from allegedly hitting Jackson. Jackson then attached screenshots of alleged text messages from Palmer where she apologizes for hitting him. "I'm sorry for hitting you," the message read. Page 6 with the reporting. In another incident from October 2021, Jackson claimed that Palmer violently gripped his arm, demanded he stay with
What a chicken shit. Man. This is a man who towers way over her. But that's what, if this is what, this is really, really quite honestly, fellas, this makes us look really bad. Makes us look feminine as hell. I mean, and very and petty as hell too. This is 2 years old. How is he going to explain the other, I don't know, 300 to 500 visits and stayovers at her place for the last 2 years? Where he didn't feel, where he was, what made, see, the thing is that he needs to understand that's not how TRSs work, but that's fine. Do your thing. Well, it's not even a TRS. He's trying to get a restraining order. Restraining orders to keep people away from you. You can take all this too. I mean, this is chicken shit. It's too old. It's already getting old. It's too old and it's too petty. Judge is going to look at this and probably roll his eyes, but we'll see. We never know. You never know. You never know. Let me go on here to this one. We're not going to spend much time on that. There's not much time to spend on it. We'll listen to a little bit more, but let's see.
her. after he tried to go to a nearby restaurant to watch a football game. We exchanged a text about this incident, and I sent her a photo of the marks she left on my arm that night. He stated in the docs, along with an image of the marks on his arm, an alleged text from Palmer in which she said, "We're done," and called him childish. March 2023, this year. Former fitness instructor claimed that the mother of his child had been drinking alcohol and blamed him when the drain was not working properly in the bathroom. Jackson claimed the Hustlers actress called him a, quote, bitch, a punk, a loser. I tried to de-escalate the situation, and she became more enraged. I left the house to avoid further conflict. That night, she sent me several emails, he claimed in the docs, attaching copies of the alleged emails from Palmer as evidence. Page 6 again. Jackson stated he and Palmer, who began dating in July 2021, excuse me, officially ended things in early October 2023. After the split, he claimed that he went over to Palmer's home to pick up their son. However, Leotis was not there when he arrived. I went upstairs to ask Palmer where he was. Jackson claimed in the docs. She was on the phone with her mother on speaker and refused to answer where Leotis was. Her mother immediately directed threats and profanities at me. I recorded the conversation because,
oh my God, this is a man. Remember, he could just turn around and leave. Same guy who complains about where's my kid actually said he was going to do something to the kid, which is why Kiki was able to get a restraining order pretty quick. Let's go to the next one. Here we go, folks.
So this is Simone Biles.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. I could just probably leave the picture up and just talk. When you are referred to as Simone Biles' husband, you are not the prize of the relationship. Now, he does play football. I believe he does, but he plays football, but basically he's not the level of where Simone Biles is in. Let's just put it this way. If he was at the same level, he would have been the quarterback for 7 Super Bowls in a row. Let's keep it going.
And her husband. And clearly these dudes are living in their princess era because he just gave an interview and I was cringing through the whole. Okay, so this former football player who happens to also be light-skinned, and a lot of times these light-skinned people lead with that as their personality. He says that him and Jonathan were red bone dimes or something like that. And he was like, how in the hell did you pull the Simone Biles? And then her husband giggled. How did she pull me? Actually, she was more interested in me. She's sitting up here messaging me. She drove 45 minutes to meet me. Me? Who are you? Most of us couldn't call your name before Simone Biles married you.
I still don't remember his name. Let me break it down like this. Let me get to the good stuff. Let me get to the good stuff. By the way, that was Burb and Bougie. Let's hear it out of his mouth.
What's up, you guys? So Simone Biles' husband, Jonathan Owens, is trending on Twitter for allegedly trying to
That's his name, Jonathan Owens. A lot of Jonathans getting in, a lot of Jonathans out there. Jonathan Majors, Jonathan Owens. Here we go,
his
Simone.
wife, trying to humble Simone Biles in an interview by saying he didn't know who she was when he met her on the dating app. So we're going to get into that in this video. But first, if you're watching, if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And everyone, click the thumbs up button. All right, you guys. So Simone Biles and Jonathan Owens did an interview on a podcast called The Pivot. And what he said about not knowing who Simone was has him trending on Twitter because people are saying it sounded like he was trying to humble her, because he also said that he considers himself the catch in the relationship. So I'm going to play a clip of that podcast, the Pivot podcast, and this is via the Neighborhood Talk.
By Layla Lynn Medea. Here we go. Media.
See who this is. Gymnastics. I ain't never, I never really paid attention to gymnastics. So it piqued my curiosity, So I'm like, okay, I'll see what's up. I swiped her and it said we matched. So I'm just like, oh, okay. So I'm gonna see what's up. So I go do my workout and I come back and I get I had some likes on my Instagram, and I'm like, oh, this might be. I'm like, okay. So I see what's up, and then I still waited. I'm like, man, I'm gonna wait till I, take a shower and everything. Then I come back to my phone, and then she messages me on the app, like, hey, you know what I mean? And I'm, man, this gotta be fake. Like, I don't know. I didn't know who she was at the time, but the first thing that I saw was that she just had a bunch of followers. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, she gotta be good. I promise you, I'm a real life story. When she won the Olympics, I was in college and we didn't have NBC. We didn't have Olympic channels, and we're in camp. Late July, early August. So I'm not paying attention to, so I never would have had a moment to where I would have watched
Jonathan, I'm gonna let you finish your story, man. Continue.
But like I was saying, man, she messaged me. This was like a Tuesday. And we texting back.
By the way, I should let you know that the guy who's interviewing him, Crowder, is basically a Russell Wilson hater. He calls him a square and all that kind of shit.
Back and forth, and then we hung out Friday, man, and we couldn't do much as COVID happened. Everything was shut down, so she came through down to Houston. She lived in the suburbs, so she had to drive about 45 minutes to me. Then the rest is history, man. So
you was really the catch in.
I always say the men the catch, man. I always say we the catch, man.
Yeah, so she really booked you.
That is really weird. And what, an 8-time, 10-time, 20-time medalist, world-class medalist, and a middle of the road versus a middle of a road, second string football player. I believe he plays DB or somewhere in the back. In the back. He's bounced around from team to team in a position that if you are really good, they do not trade you. But he's the catch.
She
did though.
Is what you said.
Because I was fighting it.
So in truth, if I say this out loud, was Jonathan Owens ain't really want Simone Biles. Is what you're saying.
At the time, I'm not gonna say that.
That's what you're saying.
I was afraid. I was afraid to commit. I'm like, this is my third year.
I'm afraid to commit.
And Owens ain't really want Simone Biles. Is what you're saying.
At the time, I'm not gonna say that.
That's what you're saying.
I was afraid. I was afraid to commit. I'm like, this is my third.
See, and that's the funny thing is that this is what I'm talking about when I tell people, you better count your blessings. See, a lot of the men do this. They're not ready to commit. They say that, right? But when the oil well runs dry, now they're dissing black women. When they knew they had somebody special in their life that they could have kept in their life, but they decided to either not commit or act like they were committing and not commit. If you know what I mean. And I know you know what I mean. Let me keep it going.
Year, I'm trying to, I'm like, it's kind of early. But, like I said, man, it happened when you least expect it. And we hung out, man. It was like we hit it off instantly. We was up. And I'm like,
So because he made it seem like Simone Biles was chasing him, like
Let me pause that for 1 second. Shout out to Letitia Lovejoy, Eat, Pray, Yoga, Gold Reflection, Fiona, Kay Brown, Tanya Sweat. We're going to keep this going. Oh, and Oya Terminador Negro. I mean, this is crazy. Letitia, let's see what Letitia breaking down. Yeah, Kiki Palmer and Simone Biles. I wouldn't have chosen those dudes. Yep. They both could have done better in or out of the race. Yep, I would have chosen a prince or a guru. A prince and a guru, they would have had no problem. I wouldn't have met him. I live in the suburbs in Houston. I hear that. Gold Reflection breaks it down like this. Gold in the house. Then why did he get on a dating site and accept her match? Exactly. If you're the catch, why are you on a dating app? You should just sit down and just wait for the ladies to come to you. Yep. You're immature. Yep. But those guys should have checked him. Yep. And they didn't. And this is, again, excellent point. Pray Yoga. Black men complain about pookies and black men making the wrong decisions and all that kind of stuff, but they never do any education. They get more. You can get more education here on this channel, and we don't. And you see where we're not like that. But you get more information on being a successful man in my channel than on those red pill channels. They actually teach you how to be a successful bandit. No, a bandit successful at being a bandit, not at being a successful black man. No, bandit. They teach you how to be a bandit. I'm just telling you. I am just telling you. I'm just keeping it real. See, the thing is that you guys were all cool with Kevin Samuels telling women how to keeping it real with black women, right? But when I keep it real with you and tell you what you need to do to get your game up, you get mad. And the reason why is this. Kevin never told you to do anything. If he did, he didn't do it enough. That's what I lead with. I'm leading by telling you these guys got to pick up your game. Because the stats are saying we need to pick up our game. Okay? When you get money, where do you want to go? You want to go out of the hood, don't you, right? And if you want to go out of the hood, right? Who are you trying to get away from? You want women, so you're not trying to get away from the women. So who else is left there? Boom, you just guessed it. You just guessed it. Hence your issue. Letitia Lovejoy, he has braids. No, thank you. I don't know why he's wearing the braids. It doesn't fit him that well. It looks, for some dudes can wear braids, but on him, it looks kind of feminish. I'm just going to call it like that. Welcome to the chat, New Diamond. She breaks it down like this. They treat women like items on a shelf, bars. And unfortunately, women go for it, fighting over these incels because the power is patriarchy. It needs to be stopped, but only women can stop it. Bars. Men can stop it too by just being more logical, like apparently we're supposed to be. Men are supposed to be logical. I don't know how that's true, since we do a better job filling, and any men, not just black men, but all men, we fill the prisons up and we cause the most crime. So if we are more logical, please tell me where. Please prove it to me. Priyoga. I don't know why these men want to compete with women, but then they want to be masculine. Bars. Welcome, Karen Ridgway. Karen Ridgway in the house. Kevin's in the house. Darnell is in the house. Let me keep going.
Driving 45 minutes on the first date to see him and how he wasn't really ready for a relationship and he considers himself the catch and he doesn't even know who she was. People have been on him, dragging him on Twitter. Like this person who said he didn't know that he was dating one of the most decorated women in gymnastics. Another person said, really had to Google who he is now. And I typed in Simone Biles' husband too. Somebody else said, I mean, more people have heard of her than people hearing of him. That's
No, basically he's a guy. In football, when you play football, there's a term they call players that are not stars. And they call him he's a guy, a guy. This man is a guy on a team. He's there when they need him, but he's a guy. He's not a playmaker. He's not a superstar. He's not Deion Sanders. He's none of that. He's a guy on a team. I mean, at least he has some money though, and that's a start, but still, he's a guy.
That's true in my case. And somebody else said, because he's insecure, he resents that she's the gold medal breadwinner. She's saying that's why he's trying to take her down a notch by saying he didn't know who she was. Somebody else
Karen says this, he will break her heart. She's not his type of woman, and I see so many red flags. I'd give this maybe 2 more years max. Because by then the real person will come out.
else tweeted, this is her cue to leave. Why is he competing with her? For the record, nobody knows him. Now, a man tweeted, why would you want to humble your wife? Man, I want my wife walking with confidence. And if not, I'm cheering her on because she's a reflection of me and vice versa.
Let me break it down like this. More people will be watching her than will be watching him. More people will be cheering for her than cheering for him. And they won't be cheering for him until he enters the game. And they're not cheering for him. They're cheering for him and his other guys. When Simone enters the stage or the platform, they're cheering for her. The world is cheering for her. The world knows who she is. The whole freaking world knows who she is. You can go to Russia and say Simone Biles, and there you go, oh, wow, and she's one of the most decorated, blah, 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 blah. She beat all of our gymnast stars. Yeah, have you heard of Jonathan? Yeah. No, who the hell is that? Jonathan who? You'd have to be a Texans football buff. Not just a watcher, not just a fan, you have to be a Texans buff to know who Jonathan is. But he is the prize. Welcome Tevin, New Diamond, Karen Ridgway, Pray Yoga, Nubian Khaleesi. And she puts it like this: in the hospital, we call them unknowns or John Does. Basically, boom. I mean, and I understand he's trying to be like candid and say, I didn't even know who she was or whatever. But he knows by now this is just bad. This is just bad. This is bad behavior. Thank you, Letitia, for reminding me. Everybody, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the like thumb, We got to get this in the algorithm. Here we go.
I think that's a good attitude to have. Now, you guys, Cammie Crawford from MTV's Catfish got into this conversation. She was going back and forth with these people on Twitter. So she reposted the clip from the podcast and she said, I'm not going to speak on their relationship because that's not my business. But ladies, please take it from me. Any man that will take every and any opportunity to humble you is not your man.
Boom. Boom.
He's not just being honest with you. He hates you or he's jealous of you, period. She went on to say, it took me a while to recognize this until I ended up in a situation that made me a shell of the person that I was. All because someone was constantly trying to dim my light so they could shine. And I helped them. Don't do it. Your support for your man doesn't need to diminish or erase you. I think Tiana Taylor is a good example of learning that lesson.
Yes,
She
very
went
much so. Pray Yoga says Simone Husband comments were tacky, ignorant, and classless. Well, now, and it's a shame because I felt happy for her when she got married. I was like, yeah, see, she got married. Yeah. Simone, if you're not, I hope they haven't had a kid yet. I really do. That would be a very bad. She could be in a blink of an eye. She could very well be in a situation where Kiki is in.
went on to say, your man will be singing your praises every chance he gets. Your man will be your biggest fan. Please run far away from men who are in competition with you on who is the better catch in any arena. If he doesn't exalt a TF out of you simply because he loves you, go. And so, of course, she's getting trolled, making statements like that. She's getting trolled. Like this person who tweeted, y'all don't feel weird attacking this woman's husband because he wasn't enough of a groupie in your eyes? Biles and Owens clearly happy, and they joke about how they met and got together. But leave it to strangers on here to get irrationally invested and upset over his comments. Somebody else tweeted in reference to Cammie, this is that type of advice women who aren't wives give. Listen at your own discretion. You thought it was humbling because that's how you think, and you force your opinion/feelings onto another person. Meanwhile, they found Jonathan Owens' old tweets talking about gymnastics. Remember, in the clip, he said that he didn't really keep up with gymnastics, but they actually found his old tweets of him tweeting about Gabby Douglas.
Oh my God. There it is. Look at Jonathan Owens was watching Gabby Douglas on NBC in 2012, but didn't know anything about Simone Biles and gymnastics. Yeah, okay.
He tweeted back in 2012 when she was competing, he tweeted, damn, Gabby is good. Gabby with the gold. And then he tweeted about her smile. So that lets you know he was deep into it. He's all in her mouth and everything. And he tweeted, low-key, I be hoping that the people from the other nations will fall when they be doing gymnastics. So he clearly watches gymnastics. So him saying that he doesn't.
Oh, you guys checking it out? Yeah, Letitia, he should keep his mouth closed ASAP. Yep.
It does seem like he was trying to humble her. Meanwhile, the Associated Press has named gymnastics star Simone Biles as the AP Female Athlete of the Year for a third time after her dazzling return. They wrote her triumphant return that included her record 8th U.S. National Championship and a 6th World All-Around Gold made Biles the 6th woman to claim the AP honor for a third time. The 26-year-old 7-time Olympic medalist was followed by Iowa basketball star Caitlin Clark and another woman in a voting of panel of sports media professionals. And Lonnie Love actually tweeted, she retweeted the headline, and she was like, somebody tell her husband. Because apparently he doesn't know who he's married to.
Yeah, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. She's truly a blessing to somebody. You know something? She's truly a blessing to the Black community, number one, to all communities, number two, to the world of sports, number three. Okay? She has made people rich. She was the star of gymnastics. But he wants to humble her. I don't know. So what? Let him humble her, right? Oh, they by him doing that only lost maybe the couple, I don't know, $5 million because he's reducing her value.
So somebody tell her husband who he is married to. You guys leave a comment and let me know what you think. Do you think Jonathan Owens was trying to humble?
Well, like I say, some dudes can pull off the braid thing. I don't think he's one of them, but that's just me. You know, who am I? Who am I? Let's keep it going. Who else doesn't appreciate their superstar woman?
She is going off at Offset.
Yo, this really like to play games with me when I'm at my most vulnerable time. I've been getting clues from me.
Okay, whether you like or don't like Cardi B, Offset is a bit stupid. Why would you? I mean, the thing is this: Offset. I mean, he when Migos came out, they were the ish. I guess that was about 10 years ago, whatever. But Cardi B makes more money than him, a lot more. Like I think 80% more or something. I don't know. Let me drop the link. Okay, so why would you mess up a good thing? Your wife is gorgeous. She's got a banging body, as these dudes tend to think, because that's important to them, right? Super famous, super rich, and he still messed it up. See, this is where the manosphere, they need to teach men. It's like, look, if you get that woman you want, Alexa, stop. If you get that woman you want, oh man, Amazon Alexa did something else. Always be interrupting me. But if you get that woman you want, then why do you still go out and chase other women? I mean, I know why, but you need to ask yourself, why are you going to mess up a good thing? Oh, that's it. You think you can eat the cake. You can eat the cake. You can keep everything. You don't have to worry about it. You can get what you want and eat the cake too, whatever you want to call it.
For my life. I mean, I don't know if you guys been getting.
It appears that Cardi B is about to publicly embarrass Offset by making some next level, smart financial decisions that are speculated to leave Offset in a dire financial state. While you never expected this man to go broke, it looks like Cardi B is not playing around this time. Offset has been publicly ridiculing Cardi in recent days, but the tipping point was when he went public with his new partner, Jade. Cardi is done tolerating his behavior and has not only filed for divorce.
I mean, they just broke up. See, that's the thing is that us as black men, we always want to be known as high value. Having a lack of class to all other cultures, it does not reflect high value. Having a lack of class is having a lack of class. It's seen as low value. I think that we think too much that money covers up everything. That you can be a piece of crap and be seen as a high-end person. You can see he's not very good looking. And I can tell because my numbers are dropping, because my chat numbers are dropping because he's chasing everybody away. That's how bad it is. There we go. You can have your cake and eat it too. Thank you, Darnell. Here we go.
But is also pursuing every cent from Offset. Cardi seems determined to show him what it means to mess with her and is not willing to compromise.
At this moment, Cardi is saying she's had enough. We don't know what's really behind this,
but they've stopped following each other.
So it's been widely discussed now that Cardi has been secretly managing Offset's finances all along, implying that she's been silently orchestrating matters behind the scenes. As one insider claimed, so while they both made a lot of money during the marriage, most of the money they have now is Cardi's, and by most, I mean like 95 of it. It's evident that
Holy
Cardi
moly, wait. 95%? There it is, folks. $95% of the money is hers. He probably spent all his. But this is what happened. I can predict this. I'm not saying it's what happened, but I'm thinking this is what happened. She saved her money and he didn't.
by most, I mean like 95 of it. It's evident that Cardi B wants to play her cards right, especially after Offset's continuous attempts to belittle and humiliate her post-separation. While some might argue that Cardi and Offset are both known for manufacturing drama on social media for attention, this situation seems different. Their marriage is visibly collapsing, indicating a genuine breakdown rather than mere social media theatrics. As Cardi explained in her video to fans, I want to start 2024 fresh, open. I'm curious for a new life, a new beginning. I'm excited. Ever since the start, this relationship has been tumultuous, marked by several breakups and reconciliation, with Offset's infidelity being a significant factor.
Got into public fights. They've always kind of given us what
Again, why get married just to cheat on somebody over and over again? Over and over again.
the issue of the root is. Usually it is cheating.
Cardi has often defended him in the past, citing personal reasons for not immediately.
So everybody, Offset is bashing black men because he gets married to a high value woman and then treats her wrong and cheats on her. What does that do to a black man's value in general? It lowers it. There's your bashing.
Immediately leaving the relationship despite public pressure. However, she has always felt hurt by Offset's cheating. And folks, this man was dipping his manhood left and right. And even though Cardi initially tried to keep their marriage under wraps, their wedding certificate was leaked by TMZ, leading her to express her frustration publicly.
Watch what I'm about to do. Watch what I'm about to say. And it's so sad that I like to... Yo, this motherfucker really like to play games with me.
So, despite her devoting to this man, Offset's continuous infidelity has tarnished Cardi's image, exactly what she had feared from the outset of their relationship. His repeated...
So, let me ask you this. Does the rest of the world respect men that practice infidelity, or do they respect men that do? Darnell, what do you think?
You have to define the rest of the world. Like, what do you mean by the rest of the world?
All of the cultures. Let's start with just the United States. Let's just go with the United States. All men.
Not all men. No.
Races of men.
No, not all men. But I'll be honest with you, there are a lot of, especially younger men, that are probably idol. Well, I don't want to use the term idolize, but respect.
No, I think you're onto something. I think they do.
Okay, I'll use the term idolize then. But yeah, there's young men that idolize these men. It's the projection of wealth, power. Women. You got women. When I was growing up, I was a Deion Sanders fan. And a lot of people don't know this, but Deion Sanders has actually made a rap album. Anyway, had a video and everything. He's got the girls, and prime time. And he had the girls and flashy Deion. Anyway,
I remember it.
Yeah, and I mean, man, ever since I was a kid, I had wanted to be him.
Let me play a little bit more there. Here we go.
cheating has resulted in Cardi being portrayed negatively in the media, and she was done covering for his shenanigans. As she mentioned on her live on Instagram, every single time that this guy has been so crazy, so effed up, and it hits the media, I'm always crying, always sad because I don't like that type of stuff. Offset faced exposure when attempting to arrange a new level of infidelity involving rapper Cuban Doll and her friend. And guess what, folks? Cardi wasn't even invited to join. At some point, fans started to speculate when Cardi B would reach her breaking point and publicly announce their separation, because I swear this relationship had not been working for some time.
So please, boy, stop acting stupid. Don't play. Got me looking crazy and for no reason.
In December 2018, Offset's alleged affair with another woman finally gave Cardi's enough strength to leave this man. The woman, identified as his side piece, publicly admitted to her involvement with Offset. In a video apology, she expressed regret and claimed that she only slept with the rapper because she didn't know how serious his marriage was. Initially, Offset attempted to apologize and reconcile, making public pleas for Cardi's forgiveness. He admitted to embarrassing her and engaging in inappropriate behavior, seeking reconciliation despite the breach of trust.
I want to apologize to you, Cardi. You know I embarrassed you.
I mean,
I made you look crazy.
His efforts escalated when he interrupted Cardi B's performance at the Rolling Loud Festival, pleading for her to take him back in front of a massive audience. This act was perceived as manipulative, exerting pressure on Cardi to reconcile in a public setting. Furthermore, Offset's family seemed unsupportive of Cardi B throughout this ordeal. When Cardi filed for divorce, Offset's father criticized her on social media, labeling her a bad wife for not silently tolerating Offset's infidelity. He blamed her for wanting to take everything to social media without regard to the devastation it has on others, past, present, and future, or specifically what it does to the other children. Apparently, the drama is about to hit the fan, and Cardi B is done tolerating these stunts. She's now playing her own Wendy Williams and wants to emerge from this toxic union with her head held high.
The last time I got on live, I kind of wanted you guys to tell you. I kind of wanted to tell you guys, but I didn't know how to tell you, so I was like, I changed my mind.
And while some suspect it's nothing more than just peer, other fans seem genuinely happy for the rapper's decision. As one person commented, I hope Cardi realizes that he ain't ever gonna change, and she deserves better. And another user added, I think Offset finally realized on the low that he went too far, and now it's already too late.
Yep, basically.
And it seems like Offset is now about to lose his abundant wealth and numerous admirers. Cardi B is planning
It wasn't his wealth. You can't lose what you don't have.
to leave him with everything he deserves, which is nothing, and it's been said that she had created a recipe for his impending disaster.
She tweeted at him, you bitch, word I can't say, and trust me, I'ma take it there.
I mean, let's go on to the next one. So what do you think about this Cardi B situation, Darnell? What do you think?
That sounds to me like he fucked up. I'm sorry, he messed up. And I don't blame her for divorcing him, you know?
Yeah, I mean, over and over again, he cheated on her. So, but apparently he wants to get back with her. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
No, before that, but he did this shit.
I mean, I don't know if you guys been getting clues from me from my lives or from my stories when I put some certain music or from my own followings.
And then he just like screaming and just throwing things, throwing up, running all over. And I was so scared.
In a jaw-dropping turn of events, Offset has made an official comeback to the scene, and it's not just a return. It's a statement. We've got the inside scoop on how Offset managed to not only reclaim the spotlight, but also deliver a blow to Cardi B in the process. While the world speculated about Offset's personal life hitting rock bottom, he had other plans. Our sources reveal that the ex-Migos rapper threw a sensational birthday bash in Miami, fell, surrounded by A-listers like producer Southside, Diddy's son Justin Combs, and Miami Heat players Jamie Jaquez Jr. and Thomas Bryant, and of course...
Well said, Nubian. Meanwhile, if the roles were reversed or Cardi cheated on him, dudes like him would unalive, their wives, girlfriends, they feel comfy cheating because there are no swift retaliations. Pathetic.
Of course, a slew of beautiful women added to the glamour, but there was one notable absence, Cardi herself.
Like going through a up stage right now.
I don't want nobody talking crazy about my baby father neither.
This grand celebration comes hot on the heels of explosive accusations. Blueface stirred the pot by alleging that Offset had a fling with Chris and Rock in November. The Migos rapper was quick to deny the claims, but the drama didn't end there. Cardi B, reacting to the scandal, didn't dismiss it outright, viewing it as a cosmic sign prompting her to move on.
I don't care to find out because I've been single for a minute now, but I have been afraid to
But here's the kicker. Offset has turned the narrative on its head. He's not just back. He's here to make a bold statement, asserting that he's the one who called it quits. The plot thickens and the drama unfolds as Offset's return takes center stage, leaving us all on the edge of our seats as we unravel the latest chapter in this
Oh,
hip-hop.
okay, yeah, I'm sure. I'm going to believe a guy who cheats all the time. People are funny. They expect you to believe them after they have a history of deceit and lies.
That's the
Soap opera. Buckle up for a journey.
I'm sorry, say again, Darnell?
I'm saying that's the bargaining phase of the stages of grief.
True.
Through a relationship drenched in scandal, infidelity, and jaw-dropping drama that puts Hollywood to shame, Cardi B and Offset's clandestine union in 2017 set the stage for a roller coaster ride, complete with secret weddings and the birth of 2 children. In a 2020 interview with LA, Cardi defiantly addressed the persistent rumors, proclaiming, "There's always rumors about me and my husband." She laid bare the drama, asserting, "It's always us against the world." Little did the world know that behind the scenes, the couple was navigating a minefield of betrayals, breakups, and unfulfilled promises.
He was very consistent.
Okay.
He really wanted to talk to me.
The first public rupture hit like a ton of bricks on December 5, 2018, when Cardi dropped the bombshell on Instagram, declaring the end of their fairy tale. Offset, refusing to accept defeat, attempted a grand gesture showering Cardi with $15,000 worth of roses during a concert. The reconciliation
Yeah, see. That's called hoovering.
You got to give them an A for effort, at least.
Yeah. Well, you got to when you mess up.
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Right there. So, what do you think Cardi B should do next?
Cardi B should just, focus on her career, the kids. Well, has the divorce been finalized or is it still pending?
I think it's still pending.
Okay. Well, I mean, first step, she's got to complete that divorce. You don't want to be, you got to focus on. You can't just leave it pending. In order to move on, you gotta finalize it. I know it takes time, but you got to finalize that divorce. And then you just after that you focus on your career. Got kids, focus on the children. And just move on. I mean, if she was, I'm not gonna say try the dating world. If that's what she wants to do, try the dating world. If not, she's content, then don't enter the dating world.
Yeah. Well said.
Yeah, it sounds to me, it's like I think, so until that's finalized, but after that, it sounds to me like she's already at the acceptance stage.
Yeah, me too. New Diamond breaks it down like this. Black women and preferences want to save black men. That's true. Hoping to win his loyalty and faithfulness never happens. Not going to happen. Boom. Maybe in the beginning, but they are all chameleons. Even gay men don't want black men long. Okay. Welcome to the stage, New Diamond. So Elviero Pues says this, really Cardi B and her drugging, and we don't know what happened after that. Some men might have lost their virginity for a second time, LMAO. Is that from her? Yeah. I'm not sure how it pertains.
She actually admitted to drugging men during her days as a stripper. She used to drug and rob men. She admitted that in an interview.
Yeah, I guess she was doing that. I'm not sure what she used, but she,
Yeah.
hey,
It got a little common in New York, actually. Uh, Real common.
yep. Nubian says this: Cardi should just leave. No looking back. She already gave chances. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's done. Like this dude, he just need to, he just need to take the L and realize, look, I made a mistake, and hopefully he learned his lesson for the next time.
Exactly.
Doing today? Well, baby, if you were all set, it looks like you are snapping to attention now that Cardi B has cut diets off. You guys, if you didn't believe the rumors that Cardi B said, baby, I'm done and I'm taking
I'm telling you that bus driver theory don't work. That bus driver theory don't work.
everything that's mine, and she basically drained the joint bank account because apparently she's worth 100 million and Offset is worth 28 million. If you didn't believe those rumors, baby, Offset has pretty much confirmed them. And baby, he is back to his old tricks, y'all. We gotta get into this. Offset had the nerve, okay? Had the nerve 6 days, almost a week after his birthday, to now confront the Jade rumors and to say that he has a magic security tape and to say that he wasn't even having his birthday party there and he was only in that building for 9 minutes. Y'all, I gotta laugh. But this does remind me of a blast from the past. Y'all remember the first time Offset got publicly flirting with Jade? Cardi B was on trial for literally having her goons allegedly assault Jade. She was on trial. Offset jumped into Jade's DMs, said, yo, I miss you for real, for real. You don't remember? Yo, remember this video? Hold on.
Is that Jade's phone? It's pretty damn beat up. Can't tell.
Yeah, there's a hairline fracture in the screen. Yep, another fracture.
Yeah.
You dropped that. There's another one in the corner.
Yeah. So he jumped in to Jade's DMs. I 100% believe it. Cardi went on live and was like, this is the lie. We just had the most beautiful weekend. Meanwhile, if you looked over her shoulder at Offset, he just looked guilty, like, just hoping nothing else came up. All right. And then he went on that whole Twitter tirade. If you don't remember, that was the time, right? This was a time. Let me remind you, because this
Here we go.
was one of the funniest days on Twitter, right? That throwback to when Offset got caught cheating. So he pretended his account was hacked. He picked, I lick blank cheeks. I'm blank, y'all.
What?
In my face. Y'all, Offset is a fool. Offset is a fool to even write that. This is after Jade posted those receipts I showed you, right? And get this, Cardi went live 10 minutes after Offset posted, pretending like she just woke up and had no idea what was going on. So listen, that was the first time, but him being in Jade, having Jade at his party was a all new level of low. I do want to say that we did investigative journalism and we said Jade was there. Even after Jade said, I wasn't there at that whack party. Y'all get a life. And I said, baby, we will get a life, but we're also going to go pull out the drink menu. We matched the drinks in the story. We matched the food. We matched
Oh, that's funny.
the outfit. We matched everything. Jade was actually there, right? Well, after that, Cardi went crazy. She cursed Offset out. You know that curse out every woman knows when you lose your voice and you stop making sense and you are just pure emotion, rage, humiliation, shame, anger, pain, all in one. Yeah. all that happened, Offset still took it like a joke. He was chilling. He was cheesing. Offset's sister went online and was like, nobody else can make you happy, right? When everyone was like, why would Offset do this to Cardi when she's in a low mental place? Can't anybody else make you happy, right? And then be like, why can't my brother enjoy his birthday? Because your brother is a D-O-double-G. Because your brother
Yeah.
brings this on himself. If you're
Let me pause it right there. What do you think so far?
Well, I think that she had all the signs. I mean,
Say again?
she had all the signs,
Yep.
She had plenty of, I mean, I would have never put up with, I don't put up with one time, okay? So I don't put up with one time. A man cheats on me, oh, goodbye, get up out of here, go. And I can do that because the times I've been in relationships, she's always lived in my place, So get out,
Right.
go to her place. So
Yeah, there's really no reason for her to stay with him. They do have kids together, but it's not helping the kids if they're having a dysfunctional relationship in front of them. So
yeah, but she was also trying to compete with black women. You remember she did say some things about black women. So
right. That is true. Let me keep
What
going
did she
here.
say about black
your
women?
brother wants to enjoy Christmas and
Wait, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just asking, what did Cardi B say about black women?
she called them a derogatory name.
Oh, okay. Not clean.
They look like something. Yeah. So she's come for black women. She's come from other kind of women too. Yeah. And black women are one of her major supporters. But and for a while it was a little backlash, but they went back, to supporting her, but yeah, she had some things to say about black women. So that's why a lot of black women are saying, well, that's what you get. I'm on that team too, because you saw all these women, like you chose this. You chose this. Why did you talk about what you did? Oh, I built this, I did this, I did that. That's on you. You could have stopped it the first time. If you want my opinion, this is my opinion, is if a man cheats on you, he's letting you know. And if you let him back in, then it's gonna happen again. Because you didn't do anything to show him that you're not playing with him. She could have even have separated the first time, and then maybe I'm just saying, probably not, but maybe he would have straightened up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But she continued and continued and continued and continued to accept his infidelity. So what do you expect?
his birthday, stop screwing people over the other 363 days of the 363 days of the year. Okay, so that happened. Then people were dragging Offset like, you grimy for being out there with Jade. Like, it's not the cheating, it's you flexing with your girls, her ops. Offset then went online and been like, yo, stop playing with my brother's name. I guess he was talking about Takeoff. Nobody understood what he was talking about. Everybody's just like, what you talking about? Then he was like, yo, y'all better stop talking about my brother. I just lost him. I can't take this. To which Quavo, I know y'all thought I was going to call him Quavo. Then Quavo, you was right? Then Quavo jumped in and was like, yo, like, nephew ain't with all this. Stop, basically said as a warning, stop using Takeoff's name as a fodder in between your drama. Now, around that time, let's not forget that Quavo, right? Was still mad at Offset, or at least he felt some way. Because remember, Quavo cheated on Sweetie allegedly.
Dang. These guys can't keep. I mean, the thing is this: you're free to do what you want, but see what other cultures of men do, and what we should be doing is trying to. When we do something, we should know that we're going to affect our image as a person and as people. but we don't even think about that.
Yeah, that's where the discipline comes in. But you can't, you can't stop, biology. You know what I mean? Just normal.
Well,
Well, that's
I'm
the
not saying
story that you stick to. That's the story that Darnell sticks to. He said that yesterday. So we
Right.
know where he's standing. So that's
Oh,
that's what you stick to. And any woman that deals with you needs to play this video right here because that's what you say. So just say
but
you. That's how
am I?
your biology.
It's not my biology. I mean, I'm not.
Yes, it is. It's your biology and your choice at the same time. It's your
Yeah,
choice.
You're right.
yeah,
It is.
Darnell, you have to think about it like this. You're kind
Mhm.
of making an excuse for yourself when really think about it. There are other men in the world and in the United States that don't cheat. So
Yeah,
why would you want to cop out and say, well, biology, instead of just doing your best to be loyal, doing things that make you more dependable, make you more what am I trying to say? More dependable, more honest, more loyal.
But see that. But see that. That's the thing. It is. Um. It's not that. It's not my. Just my feelings. This is just you know at this point it is that, and even your videos confirm it's a fact. I mean, I've been watching your show for a few months now, and you got video after video after video, you know, of men
Of proof of lack of fidelity, correct?
a proof of lack of fidelity. So it does kind of go. It kind of does segue, and I promise you, if you were doing videos on, let's say we were all white, and this was, we were exposing, white men's infidelity, it would be the same thing. You'd have plenty of content there too, you know. So again,
Well,
there is a point.
okay,
to what
okay, it's like this though.
Mhm.
Remember when I had the chart up?
Which chart was that?
The chart that had the amount who was the most promiscuous and who was the least promiscuous and
Yeah,
all that kind of stuff. Remember that chart?
yeah.
Okay. So think about it like this. We're only 15%, well, not even that. Wait, no, maybe that's right. 15%
No,
of the population, right?
13.
13.
Yes.
And Caucasian men are like freaking what, 80, 90, 80%, 70%?
Oh, wait a
I
minute.
don't know.
You're just doing the men demographic?
Yeah, male population. Male
Male.
demographic.
Okay, so male demographic. Black men were roughly 6%.
Right.
Yeah, black women makes us 13.
So why is there as many of us cheating as there is the whole white population of men?
To be honest with you, I don't even think I don't think that would be the case because 30% of
It's the
the
case. It's the case.
well, hold on a second. 30%, or excuse me, the country is 30% white men. So, in other words, I mean, there's just not enough black men to outpace white men cheating. There's just not enough of us. I mean,
That's okay. Let me say this. I'm gonna answer the question because you want to go around the bush. Okay. One reason that black men cheat and mess around so much is because of black women. Black women allow black women fight over black men. Black women allow black men to come in and sleep on their couches and sofas and not pay a bill. They get impregnated by black men knowing they have nothing to offer. So that's why there's people like Stella out here trying to reverse the psychology of all women. But as she has said, it's about all women, but black women have the most damaged psychology, especially through religion. Stay under religion, worshiping men. All men, but black men. Black men benefit from patriarchy. But the problem is that other races of women have required more out of their men, and black women have not. So
Okay.
they go from house to house. That's why I always have told a ninja, listen, I don't fight over me. You know, I'm not doing that. I told the last time when one of my ex cheated on me, me and the woman we talked on the phone and we became friends. I don't fight over ninjas. I'm not about to do that. You know, not going to do that. So
Yeah. But again, but to get back to what I had just said, is okay, if black men make up 6% of the country, then let's just assume 100% of black men cheat. There is no way in the world we can equal the amount that white men are cheating. Am I right?
I never said white men don't cheat.
No,
That's not what I said.
I never said that. What I'm saying is though, what it was said was we outpace white men cheating, and I said that's not true because we don't even make up the
Yes,
nowhere
you
near.
do. And you know something else, Darnell?
How's that?
You disrespectfully cheat too. Black men not only cheat the most, but you disrespectfully cheat too. You don't even try to like hide it.
Well,
You know what I'm
well, again,
saying? Like you want us to find out that you cheat.
but again, let's just deal with the facts. Let's just deal with the facts here. If we make up, in other words, white men outnumber us about five. That'd be 5-1. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, it's about 5-1, if not more.
5-1. You know. So again, if all of us are cheating, how do we outnumber white men that cheat?
Well, where did you get those stats from? Both of you. Where did you get those
The
stats from?
U.S. Census Bureau.
Okay, so what you're saying, what I'm saying is this, is that other cultures of men, not only just white men, they don't value cheating as much as we do. Would you say I'm right or wrong, Darnell?
Again, I'd have to disagree with that. I mean,
Okay,
you look at
let me ask you this. Who was probably the most popular manosphere person that you know, that you've heard of?
currently it would be Fresh and Fit.
Currently, were they
Or
more
maybe,
popular than Kevin Samuels?
well, Kevin Samuels is no longer with us, but
But
yeah, he was
he was
yeah,
more he was more successful. Okay, well, not successful, but let's just say more popular, right? Did
yeah,
he preach monogamy?
no.
Bart, there you go. So, have you gone to other? Have you been to the white spaces and do they preach? Um, what do they call it? I'm going to be nice. I believe they call it the um, what is it called? The abundance mindset.
Yeah, they call it the abundance. Yes, they do. They do preach the abundance mindset. Rolla Tomasi does. I'm trying to think. I don't really watch the white manosphere. I'm trying to think of other names, but um, there's quite a few of them that do preach the abundance mindset, even in the white manosphere uh, spaces. Now, the only ones that teach monogamy, in the manosphere spaces are the ones you would refer to. They're called tradcons or traditional conservatives.
Wait, say
Those are the
again?
ones that teach monogamy.
Who again? I'm sorry.
The tradcons, traditional conservatives, is what.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they are anti. Um, they're really anti red pill. I mean, they do teach be a man. They do teach manosphere talking points, but they don't agree that they're more on the religious side, and they think of Ben Shapiro, for example.
I don't. But anyway, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Ben Shapiro, like he's not out here running around chasing women, or cheating. He doesn't. He's happily married. He's Uh, uh, he's religious. So
Okay, so okay. So what genre of music reaches out to promiscuity the most?
I would say hip hop, or at least it's more open.
Okay. And who listens to hip hop the most?
The black community.
Okay. When you see your friends listening to hip hop or whatever you might notice in hip hop, are they berating Snoop Dogg, and others and Offset? Are they berating them when they hear Offset says, "Oh, I'm going to sleep with a blah blah blah, and I'm going to bang this girl and that girl and all this kind of stuff"?
No,
Do you hear men berating the music and the lyrics?
No.
Why do you think they don't do that?
My opinion is because that's just what the black demographic. That's just whatever reason our culture is into for whatever reason. Our culture is just into that type of music. That
Right.
hardcore music. I mean, and it's even festered over into like I said, the rise of a lot of the black female rappers as well, such as Cardi B. I mean, it's gotten even worse with this one, Stretchy Red, where, it's talking about, being promiscuous and having a good time. That's not healthy behavior either.
Okay, what percentage of the rap industry is women?
Oh, I don't have the stats on that, but
I do.
I don't.
Like 13%.
Okay. But the thing is,
So
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
if every single female rap artist, okay, rapped about promiscuity,
Mhm.
there's no way they can even get close to putting out
The
the
black.
same amount of music that the men do. Not only that, but most of the women are produced by the same men that put out the shit.
Yep.
So you can't really blame it on the women if the men are the ones who are leaders, the leaders of the studio, right?
You can simply just say no, like, hey, I'm not going to do that. That's not my type of back.
Yeah, have you seen what Diddy does to people who say no?
What's that?
Have you seen what Diddy does to people who say no?
Oh yeah, well, I haven't seen it, but I've heard the rumor.
I mean, you see my
He
point, right?
Darnell just wants to cheat. All that we can say here is that Darnell wants to cheat. And he is telling his future girl, if he has one, or get one, that he wants to cheat. And you trying to talk to him, he's only going to cheat. He's letting the world know via internet that he is going to cheat on his girl because he can't help himself. Lord Child can't help himself, take control of his will, his blood just flows immediately, ding, 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 and he can't control himself. So it's best for him to stay single
personal
or be a swinger. Get with someone that's okay with being a swinger. That's the only way.
Okay, so why are you turning this into a personal attack? We're
I'm not turning it into a personal attack. This is how I talk.
You just did.
No, I'm letting you know because you're beating around the bush. You one of those men that try to play psychology against women. That's what you try to do. You try to play and oh well. No, you're choosing like as any other man would choose. And yes, other music genres like DJ Torch is saying, country music is not like that. No other music teaches promiscuity the way that black culture music does. And DJ Torch had it by fact.
Yeah, you are just. I'm sorry, but you're just kind of off the mark.
Okay, so Darnell, remember? Okay, this is where we were yesterday, but we're not going to stay there long because we were there long yesterday.
Yep.
Yesterday, you said that you weren't vehemently saying that if you had a good woman by your side, that you wouldn't cheat on her.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Yeah.
why we are here right now.
Mm-hmm.
Again.
Well, but no,
I'm just
we were.
explaining that.
We were
Let me kick some shout outs real quick. Quita in the house. Welcome, Quita. Welcome, Ellen. Welcome, LV Pues in the house. We also have Karen Ridgway in the house. We have Why is Seeking Knowledge in the house. We have Act Natural Under Pressure. Boom, 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 boom in the house. Mistress Newbies in the house. Bridget's in the house. We're gonna keep it going. I'm gonna let you talk. Go ahead, Darnell. I'm gonna let you talk. But yesterday I went over it like 5 or 6 times. You can play the bit the tape back, that we played.
Oh yeah,
You
no,
were you were not saying at any time that no, I would never cheat on a woman who treated me good, blah, 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 blah. You were saying anything could happen, right?
That's exactly what I said. Yeah. I don't want to be many things, DJ Torch, but a lot.
And then he proceeded to say that if he was dating Rihanna, then he wouldn't cheat. If he was dating I wouldn't cheat. But see, now you are just what Priscilla described, because now you're going to a woman for resources. You're using a woman, so you're not there. You're not there because you love her. You're there because she has the resources. So if Rihanna wasn't Rihanna, you would not choose her. That's what you're saying, Darnell. Yes, it is.
Okay, just chill out for a second if you don't mind. Okay, but I spoke about Rihanna, that was kind of a joke. Okay, Rihanna is worth $1.4 billion. So if you can't see the humor in the comment, then maybe you might.
No, because the women are tired. Women don't want to hear that humor no more. Okay, women that's smart are tired of being used, no matter what their financial status is. I don't care how much she has.
Using Rihanna for her financial status.
You just said that I wouldn't cheat on her. If I was dating her, ain't no war. You're using her for her resources.
Wait, hold on.
You're using.
Wait, okay, hold on, everybody. Okay, first of all, wait, Darnell, did you say that yesterday? Because I don't remember.
Yes, I did say that. Remember, I was going through the list.
Okay, so let me ask you this: what makes Rihanna worth not cheating on?
Well, again, it was a joke.
No, okay, so if we're not joking, so are you saying that Rihanna? You were just saying that, but but it brings us back to the point. Were you seriously saying that you could not? Okay, I'm going to go over this one more time. Here we go. That you could not promise that you could be loyal to a woman that is loyal to you, that has been good to you. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Temptation is out there, man. It's out there. You know how many women have cheated on me? Yeah, quite a bit.
We're not worried. We're just talking about you right now.
No, I'm just saying though.
Okay.
Like I said, temptation is out there. I'm not saying that doesn't mean all women cheat. It's just temptation.
No. I'm just saying. Okay, I understand that. So what you're saying is that no matter how good somebody treats you, temptation is out there. Is that correct?
Temptation is out there, especially I drink. Sometimes when people drink, what do? They make you put the trick. So I could.
Well, then don't drink. Don't drink then. Don't drink.
Exactly. Don't drink, right? You do things if you know that something is going to cause you to do something or whatever, you just eliminate the distractions. And that's what I was trying to say yesterday. Okay.
So yeah, but according to you.
Okay, wait, hold on. Bridget breaks it down like this. He says, that's why we don't care about those that can't get a woman, because when they do get one, you don't plan to be faithful anyway. Is that an accurate description?
No, that's not accurate.
Okay, so you plan to be faithful, but you just may not be faithful. Is that accurate?
May not be faithful. I mean, yes, it's possible. I mean, everything. I can make a promise right now and say, I swear on my life that I am never going to cheat. And something next thing you know, something just happened. You know.
So okay, I'm just really curious. I'm sorry for this curiosity, but
No, go
um
ahead.
I mean, it seems like to me, like if you're having such a hard time finding a relationship,
Mhm.
that why would you put it at risk?
No, of course I wouldn't. I wouldn't put it at risk. All I'm
But
saying is,
if you, but you said there's temptation and there's a possibility you might cheat. You don't think cheating on somebody is going to put your relationship at risk?
of course it will.
So then you're putting a relationship at risk, right?
Yeah. Yes, you
But
are.
you just said that you wouldn't put the relationship at risk.
Well, not purposely, no. But what I'm
Not purposely, but you okay, so you're saying like
what I'm saying is I would do
unconsciously you might put it at risk. You might mess up. That's what you're saying.
I'm sorry, say that again.
What you're saying is that you might mess up. Is that what you're saying?
Everything is possible. Everything is possible. You know, you just can't. I mean, like I said, I can sit up here and say I will never cheat. I'm going to be a good husband and be faithful to my wife 100%. Next thing you know, I'll be ending up like this guy in the video.
So what is your goal in life? Is it to have a monogamous relationship with somebody, or is it just to have sex with people?
My goal is to have a monogamous relationship.
So don't you think you need to work on being a monogamous man?
Well, I mean, the only thing, I mean, there's really not much to work on. It's just you make the decision. You got to be disciplined and make the decision. Hey, I'm going to be
So
monogamous.
shouldn't you work on being more disciplined if you're concerned that you might slip?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Okay. Shouldn't you work on being more disciplined so you don't have to worry about slipping in a relationship?
Well, like I mean, discipline is easy. You just, well, I'm not going to say easy, but what's the word I'm looking for? I mean,
No, it's not. Wait. Discipline is being able to not have to even think about cheating. You shouldn't even have to worry about it. That's discipline.
Mhm.
So if you work on your discipline, wouldn't that help your situation?
Well, how do you work on discipline?
Work on your self-esteem.
Mhm.
Work on logic. Remember the logic word? I
Mhm.
mean, if you were more logical and your self-esteem was where it was supposed to be, it should be easy for you to say, well, if I cheat on my wife, then by logic, I might lose the best thing I've ever had in my life, correct?
Yes, of course.
So
You
then
have
you
to-
would it
you
would
have
be a
to-
no-brainer for you not to cheat, wouldn't it?
Mhm. Yeah, but here's the thing, George. Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite food that's not good for you that you tried not to eat, but I mean you love it, but you try not to eat it because you know it's not good for you.
I see your analogy, but I don't think it applies.
No, it does apply.
No, because if the thing is this, if you have discipline, you're not going to think about eating that food. Oh, Darnell, good point. Let me break it down like this, right? I'm glad you brought it up.
Mhm.
Now, I'm sorry, everybody, this food analogy is going to take a minute, so just bear with me. I'm sorry. I absolutely love cheesecake.
I was about to say that.
Okay.
It came to my mind.
Okay. I love me some cheesecake.
Mhm.
Okay. But it has hella calories, right?
Yep.
And you know me, I'm trying to keep my my old body new, right?
Mhm.
So I rarely eat cheesecake.
Mhm.
Ask me why. Ask me why, please do.
But okay, but I'm gonna remember a key word you said. I'm gonna write it down, and I'll come back to it. But let me answer your question. Uh, why do you eat cheesecake? Or why do you rarely eat cheesecake?
Discipline and logic.
Okay, but there's a key word in what you said. Did you hear what you said? Rarely. Rarely, meaning there's that time you
Oh,
mess
God.
up and you eat that cheesecake. And
Okay. Well, let me put it this way. Okay. Rarely, I say rarely, right?
Mhm.
Because as it pertains, food is at a different level, my man. Okay. I said rarely for a food that if I wanted to, I could eat it every day.
Mhm.
I'd get fat,
Mhm.
but I could eat it every day if I wanted to.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, okay, when you're in a relationship, you can't replace the cheesecake with a whole human being. You see
No,
what I'm saying?
I'm just using this as an example to prove a point.
Yeah, but I'm trying to clear up something you're trying to say. You're trying to say that when I say rarely,
Mhm.
okay, it's
Well,
like this. Let me put it this way. Let me put it
go ahead.
this way. Let's go even deeper.
Mhm.
The doctor tells me if I eat cheesecake, I will die.
Mhm.
Or let's put it this way. Yeah, I will die. I won't. I cannot eat cheesecake for the rest of my life.
Uh-huh.
I can do that. Now, what you look for in a relationship is that, see, you have to understand, especially if you've made it clear to us that you're just a regular guy. Is that correct?
Yep. Average Joe.
So if you're an average Joe, you know you have no leverage if you get with a gorgeous, caring, loving woman that wants one of her goals is to be in a monogamous relationship, correct?
Correct. And that's what I had said yesterday. As average Darnell, no, I'm definitely not cheating. You know, there's a, because why? The resources are just not available, right?
Yeah, let me break it down like this. Nubian breaks it down quite well. Nubian says this: I think for the most part, cheating is largely tied to sexual discipline. Clearly, Black men are very undisciplined sexually.
Mhm.
That's the issue.
Yeah.
But they are diehard loyal to their football team, though. This fits perfectly with you. Because
Bars.
you know you love yourself some Niners.
Yep, yep. Hey, we not only did we clinch the division, but we're looking like we're going to get top
Right.
seed.
So I guess Nubian's point is very, very on point because basically what she's saying is that you're more loyal to an organization and a bunch of guys that don't even know you exist compared to your wife.
Well, I mean, I do criticize my team from time to time, especially those bad years. But
No, but would you go to another team? Like, would you maybe change your mind and cheer for Seattle?
oh hell no.
Okay, well there you go.
You know? But
I'm not saying that. I'm not going to talk. I'm going to let you talk.
Yep. But as a matter of fact, DJ Torch, a couple of days ago, I embarked on a journey to quit smoking. This is like my umpteenth time at this point, right? As of right now, I'm wearing a nicotine patch as we speak.
Wait, can we stay on the football analogy first?
Oh,
Because
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. So basically, you are a Niners fan until when?
Probably till oh, you got me. You got me on that one. Death do us part.
All right. Okay. That made my point. What were you going to say?
No, I was just gonna say, like I said, I've embarked to quit smoking. My truck broke down. My other car, I lost the key for my other car, so I gotta find a locksmith. But anyway, so like I'm without transportation, right? And I said, you know what? Now's the time to quit smoking. I don't feel like walking 2 miles to the store to go and get a pack of cigarettes. You know, so I decided to quit smoking. Right? I got my
Okay.
nicotine patches on. I got I got the lozenges. Uh, you know, now even though I have reduced. Like today, for example, I've only had 3 cigarettes the entire day. That's it. Yesterday, I went. I don't believe I smoked a cigarette yesterday. Not one. Not one cigarette. But I'm not gonna lie. The urge is for me to have those cigarettes, even though I'm working on it. I'm trying to quit. I'm trying to, I guess, be loyal to my body. I'm trying to stop doing what's wrong and do what's right for my body, right? The urge is
Okay.
to be honest with you, I got a pack right now sitting in that drawer, and every time I look at it, I look at that damn drawer, I keep, wanting to reach in there.
Okay, can I pause you for 1 second?
Go ahead.
First of all, I want to shout out Quita Ward's in the house, Why is Seeking Knowledge is in the house, and Feisty Black Tina is in the house, Act Natural Under Pressure is in the house, El Vieto West is in the house. This is my thing. This is my thing right here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it sounds like to me that you have an issue with discipline, period. Not just as it pertains to women or cigarettes, but just in general. You have an issue with discipline. And here's a funny thing, Darnell. I think you're more disciplined than a lot of other men are. So the thing is why don't men work on being more disciplined? Because isn't it discipline that makes you wake up early in the morning to go to work?
Mm-hmm.
Makes you study harder so you can get, a better job or better certifications. You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
So shouldn't men be focusing in general on being more disciplined so they can make their life better, if at the very least for themselves, if not for their family members, correct?
Correct.
So why don't men seek out that kind of help?
For some people, they don't want to, or I'm not gonna say, there's some people that try to do things on their own. They just can't. They need help, but they're too proud to ask for help. There's some men that are like that, especially as men, we don't like asking for help.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. Then why ask for help but whine about women then? Isn't whining about women like asking for help?
It's easier to blame, than to accept accountability.
I'm sorry for laughing. Quita says this, Darnell, maybe you should consider marrying another man, you think? Or no, well, he's married. Or a football team, maybe a football team. But anyway,
No, Quita. I said earlier that I was listening to another show, and I know it for a fact myself too. But I was listening to a show because it was brought up, and that was I think on Princella. Yeah, it was Princella. Princella show she did yesterday of a recap. But anyway, she's talking about how she had a gay male friend, and that gay male friend was talking about he's dated men for I think she said 20 years, and he's decided that he don't want to date men no more. And she asked him why, and she said because they have no emotion, they're not supportive emotionally. You know, everything that a woman could complain about, gay men complain about when dealing with men too as well. So her point was like men don't even like men because men are so difficult.
Well, I have several lesbian friends, and they say the same thing about women that they date. So I mean, we can go into
Though a lot of those lesbians are male identifying too. A lot of those, especially studs, they are trying to have the psychology and the pathology of men. So of course they're going to be toxic.
let's be careful. Let's just be careful on topic. I know you didn't say nothing wrong, but let's just be careful. You know.
yeah. By the way, welcome feisty Black Tina in the house. Okay, go ahead.
No, I was just saying. I just don't want to see somebody make a complaint and get.
No one's making a complaint. The only complaint you're going to get is about you.
Why you keep attacking me? Complaining about these nuts. I mean, what I was just trying to say was, there's certain things on YouTube you don't say.
Okay, carry on, Garden.
Okay, let's play this clip right here. Here we go.
Rocking with pettyblog.com.
It's your boy Silk D.O. Double G, and you are now watching the Petty Blog.
I can't be on the Petty Blog.
Oh my God, it just hit me.
Okay, this is the Petty Blog. Let me get to the point.
I mean to spit some bars, but yeah, man, oh man, this one just threw me for a loop, okay? So boom. Remember when Cardi B broke down after she found out that Offset was playing in her face?
For me dirty after so many fucking years that I'm motherfucking off your ass. Not even a fucking thank you that I got for your
After she found out that he was low-key, high-key, partying with her op Jade on his birthday, right?
You wanna creep and shit.
And the reason that people know, cause the people just peeped the timing. They were both posting themselves at the club at the same time, and they were both in Miami, so they just knew what's up. And remember when Jade came back like, no, I wasn't there at that whack-ass party, blah, 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 which we knew was bull. And she made it more obvious by calling it a whack-ass party, because, baby, how you know it was whack unless you was there? And plus, we the people know that you only called it whack to try to throw us off and try to convince Cardi that you wasn't, because who else would it matter to that you was there but her? Child. But yeah, the point is that Jade lied through her teeth and she was there. And Daily Mail just dropped some new pictures straight from the photographer's camera that she was there with him, trying to be low-key, but was high-key, because what you thought, nobody would notice? I'm confusion. Make it make sense. And before we go any further, remember that we brought you the receipts from 9 weeks ago when she basically confirmed that she was back effing with Offset in some kind of way, which we'll play soon. But this right here, baby, is sealed the deal. Let's take a look. Not the same background. And if that's not convincing, boom, there it is. Wow. We had a little bit of hope that maybe, just maybe, Jade really wasn't at that whack-ass party and that maybe Seth didn't do that. Not sad.
Blame disrespect.
And you gotta think about it though. The only way that Jada be bold enough to show up with her sister at that is if she was invited and she was in the VIP. And she would have known that Cardi would not be there. That's crazy. We got no words for...
I mean, this is just out and out messy. Why? I mean... some men, I think they use promiscuity as a way to get attention, if not necessarily from women, from men, other men. Let me know what you guys think in the chat.
Offset besides what's the excuses now? Celebrating your life with your wife's op while she's home hoping that you act right is crazy. But if you missed what happened 9 weeks ago that we reported on last week, that's going to say 8 weeks ago because it was reported on last week. Don't be confused. Just check it out.
What?
Oh, and I do want to say this, that Daily Mail is messy, y'all. So along with posting these pictures, they also reported that they were also playing Nicki Minaj at Offset's party. Wow. Okay, so now I can see what happened 8 weeks ago, last week.
Damn. So that's messy. So let me ask you this, actually, panel. Does do you believe that a culture of men having a you could call it a reputation or a stereotype of being promiscuous, do you believe that helps the community or hurts the community?
You want to go Darnell first?
Oh, Darnell left. Okay.
Okay.
I
So
guess it got hot on the kitchen. Yeah. Got hot.
he could have done like me. One time I accidentally booted myself. Pressing the wrong button. I don't know. But what was the question? I got lost in the question. Do I think that women need to accept the overall collective behavior of men being what it is, and stop trying to just like the queen maker says, I love me some queen maker. Just like she says, is that stop trying to make them, she says, be women. Stop trying to make them have the emotional, expectations that women have that they're never going to possess. Majority. There may be a few, and I mean a very few, that are sensitive and emotional and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was different, we wouldn't be here today discussing this topic because it'll be reversed. It'll be more faithful men and less promiscuous men. But because and it's amazing that when you're talking to men, majority of them say, "Oh no, we ain't like that. Oh no, oh no." But then they'll turn around and create slogans that black men don't cheat, or they'll turn around and say, well, "What do you expect?" Like Donnell is saying, "What do you expect?" It's a possibility we're gonna cheat. And I think it was someone in the chat. It could have been several people that said it. Black men and most men, but black men especially, are walking contradiction. So black women have to just start focusing, decenter men. You ain't gotta hate men, but stop focusing on them. It is understand when you go into if you want a monogamous relationship, you gotta understand where what you about to what you going to be real. Be real. Do you know how many married men in my life that has approached me? Yeah. Even when I've lived in several cities and states, there have been times when I lived in Vegas and I would be coming home from a work or from a gig, and I use public transportation, and I'd be walking home from the stop or whatever, and a man would pull up to me who just left. He just left his house. No, I mean it's like 7 a.m. in the morning, and he's pulling up trying to look with me and get me to go do some things for some change. I'm just saying. And he just left the house. Because I always ask out of curiosity. They're both. If you ask me, I'll tell you. So I said, are you married? Yeah, I am. But she don't do this or but she don't do that. It's always a reason that they'll say. So the answer to that is yes, they are promiscuous at majority.
How about you, Darnell? Just being promiscuous, does a culture having a reputation of being promiscuous, does it lower our value? Yes or no?
Moral values, yes.
Okay. So what would you feel would be the best way for us to improve our reputation as it pertains to this society in a whole? How can we make people like us more, or maybe not like us more, but respect us more?
You're referring to the black community, I'm assuming?
Correct.
Well, to be honest with you, that's going to be that's a tough task. You remember there was an episode I said best thing to do, you just gotta burn it to the ground and rebuild. You ever, matter of fact,
What is? Oh wait, stop right there for 1 minute. What would be easier to burn to the ground and rebuild? The situation with black women or the situation with black men?
both. We both have problems.
Which one? Which person? Who do you feel has more problems, black men or black women?
Right now, I would have to say black men.
Why?
Well, statistically, black men, when it comes to our counterparts from other ethnicities, we make the least amount of money grossly. Like for every dollar, for example, a white man makes, we make only 70 cents on the dollar. We have a tendency to make excuses on why we can't make it. Yet you look at other communities, such as the Hispanic community, that they get treated pretty poorly too. They don't make excuses. They do what they got to do to make it. They build. They leave generational wealth. We don't do any of that. White folks die, they leave a will. Black folks die, we leave a bill. And so, getting back to black men, we make excuses for why we can't do something. You got to stop patronizing the liquor stores. Like a lady, I don't know if she's in the chat, but she's familiar with Detroit. You can't find well, when I lived there, you couldn't find a grocery store within the city of Detroit, but you could always find a liquor store. There was a liquor store in every corner.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. So
okay, so let me ask you this then. Wouldn't the black manosphere benefit more if they focused on discipline more than focusing on shame, blame, and explain?
Yes, if you speak of the manosphere as a whole, yes. But there are some manosphere content creators that do that. Not many, but there are some.
Okay. Okay, let me read some of these cool messages. Here's one for Darnell. Darnell, you should pay attention because smoking with a nicotine patch could cause cardiac event like a heart attack, depending on your cardiac history.
Yes, I have bradycardia, and to be honest with you, yeah, I do feel it.
Ouch. Be careful, my man.
Yeah.
Spicy says this. They're hypersexualized. This goes in line with the plantation buck archetype. So it's like this. It's almost like we are embracing slave type sexual behavior.
Using the music, you mean?
Not just the music, just as a culture.
Yeah. But,
any other questions? If anyone from the chat has a questions for anybody on the panel, feel free to kick it in the chat, put it in caps, and we'll ask. It's just a new thing I want to try.
May I respond to?
Oh yeah, feel free.
She says, see, Darnell says, burn it to the ground. Darnell has given up on life a few years ago. I smell it. I just wanted to respond to that. When I say, don't misconstrue what I say when I say burn it to the ground, as in destroy it. For those of you, DJ Torch, I'm pretty sure you live in an area that's prone to wildfires, correct?
Yes.
What happens after a wildfire? Everything's burnt to the ground, torch, it's burnt. What happens?
It takes about what, 10 years for it to grow back?
Well, not that long, but it does grow back, but it becomes stronger. It becomes stronger. is the point.
Well, let me ask this. You're using an analogy. So now put that in human. Explain that. When you say burn to the
I'm
ground,
hearing an echo. I'm hearing an echo. Can you repeat that? I'm hearing an echo.
I said, could you explain burn to the ground? Like, I know that's an analogy. So, but now explain what you mean by that when you say we need to burn to the ground. Like, explain that. Put that in. Explain it. Define what that means. What's your method of burning to the ground?
Hold on one
Other
moment. Just like to kick out a shout out to Phoenix Soul in the house. Good seeing you, Phoenix Soul. Okay, go ahead, Darnell.
Well, by burning into the ground, you stop embracing. Anyone remember that? Well, I wasn't around, but DJ Torch, you might have been around the tail end of the civil rights movement. You know, boycotting, right? You boycott these things. You boycott black music. You know, the only reason they make that music is because that's the music people want to hear. I know people, for example, I'll keep it short, but I know people in the music industry. And I asked them once, I said, why is hip hop crap? Why do you guys keep making it? It's garbage. And he told me, this is what people want to hear. This is what sells. Because I want hip hop to return back to its roots of telling stories, telling the stories of the black community, and he said, that doesn't sell, so until the community decides, you know what, I don't want to hear this message anymore. I don't want to hear, this type of music anymore. I don't want a 40-ounce malt liquor. They're never going to change. They're going to keep giving us that because that's what we want. That's what we want. We want that 40-ounce. We want that King Cobra. We want that Mickey 40. But if we stop buying it, they're going to stop selling it. It doesn't sell. There's no point in them trying to push it in the community because it's not selling it. There's no point in making that the music that we're discussing because we're not buying it anymore. Okay. And what you do is, to be honest with you, when it comes to a certain age, you're going to start getting stuck in your ways. Like, for example, DJ Torch, you're twice my age. There's probably not much I could tell you, right?
No, probably not. But
exactly.
I mean,
my age, there's things that people can tell me, but for the most part, at my age, I'm starting to get to the point where I'm stuck in my way. So you start with the youth. You start with the teenagers. You start with them. Teach them what to do, what's right, what's wrong. Teach your son, teach your daughter. Teach them what to do. Tell them don't make these mistakes. This type of music, don't listen to it. But if you do listen to it, just take it as entertainment and not and don't idol worship it. Don't become an idolater. Okay.
Well, that sounds good, but that's not the reason why black men make the music they make, though. Because if they make wholesome music, that means they can't get that many honey, right?
I'm sorry, what?
If black men make wholesome music, that means they can't get the honey.
Well, again, that's my point about burning it to the ground, right? You burn it to the ground, you start anew. All right. We may not get the honey, but at that point, you're not chasing. You're not doing whatever it takes. Eventually, the honeys, as you call them, they're going to respond to it. They're going to respond. And just like DJ Torch said, it takes about 10 years to grow back. But I'm telling you, those bushes after a fire, they grow back stronger and harder, than ever before. And the same thing with the black community, or black men. All right. You're going to have the next generation, when they grow up, now they're the strong bush that just got, that was cleansed, purified, by the fire, just like a wildfire.
DJ,
Now do you
Coach,
understand now?
okay. Read Quita's comment. That was so funny. About the I have a dream speech.
Tweet it,
Goodness.
tweet it.
I'm no Dr. King.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm no Dr. King, but I mean, now do you understand the point when I said burn it to the ground in the beginning though?
Mm-hmm. But I mean, it seemed like black women are doing okay. I mean, okay, let's think about it like this. Think about it like this. Here's my argument. Here's my argument. Let's say black men were no longer in the community, right? Do you think black women would flourish or fall?
You know, they'd have to intermingle with other communities to flourish, but
No, black women go to work, right?
yeah. But you know, if there's no men in the community, they can't reproduce.
As of now, as of now, as of now. And I'm not gonna get into that tonight, but Priscilla talked about that. That's a whole other story. But as of now, and Miss Ellen also, Miss Ellen, I think was it Ellen? I think it's Miss Ellen that spoke on that as well. You know, so it used to be a matriarchy, and that's something but yeah, but no, it can be done when Mother Nature decides to cut the specimens off, the bad specimens off. Yeah. Okay. But Miss Ellen.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
No, I said that Miss Ellen spoke about that, but Priscilla teaches about that. But Miss Ellen spoke about that. So y'all keep trying to say, you know, I know the narrative because of what you see now, but it was different in history, and it can go back when Mother Nature decides to. If men don't cut it out, it'll happen. So
Okay.
keep on bragging.
It's not. I mean, I'm sorry to laugh, but that's the wow.
Of course you would laugh. Of course you would laugh. That's expected for you to laugh. But the fact is, the facts are facts.
That's not a fact. That's like fantasy.
No, that is not. That is not. That is not. Miss Ellen, where you at? Can you come up, Miss Ellen? Okay, if you can't understand. But I'm not joking. I'm not joking at all. I know y'all see everything as a joke. Okay. But it's not a joke, okay?
You know one thing about biology, because I mean, there are things that do reproduce asexually. So unless women become worms or amoebas, you know, I don't see that happening.
It's okay. What I'm going to do, I want to DJ, not of course not tonight, but I'm going to find that part and I'm going to send it to you and give you the marker, DJ Torch. And I want you to listen to it, and then one day I want you to play it. Okay? Will you do that?
Oh, please do, DJ Torch.
Okay, wait. Say it again. I lost you guys for a second.
No, I said that I'm going to send you the video where Priscilla was talking about that, and I'm going to give you the marker of where she began, because, you know, Priscilla has 4-hour video. I'm going to send you that video, and I think with one day in the future, you know, pull that up and talk about what I'm talking about here when it comes to what we're talking about. Women reproducing from themselves.
Okay. Okay, can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
But the point is that it was possible because it existed, and it can happen again. So.
It existed when we were single-celled organisms.
Oh no, not a single-celled organism.
Yeah, we were single-celled organisms. Mankind was single-celled organisms. That's when we were able to split, and you know, I'm not a biology expert, but I do know this. to reproduce, you need two chromosomes. Okay, you need two. There's only two chromosomes that can be passed. Women can only pass an X, and men can pass an X or a Y. X gives you a girl, Y gives you a boy. So unless women,
The male gene is a broken X. Yeah, I just said that. A broken X.
wow.
Yeah.
That's what,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
need whatever, hey, I need whatever drug.
Yeah. No. I don't need the drugs that you're taking. Okay. Yeah, I don't need drugs that you're taking. Okay. I don't need the crack that you're doing. But the point is that what I said is factual. But we'll talk about that. I'm gonna give DJ the evidence, and then we'll talk about it.
Oh yes, I would.
Let's have a
yeah.
couple last words because I think we've discussed the cheaters aspect for tonight. What would you guys think? I'll let Darnell go first. So Darnell, what did you learn about the Cardi B / the Offset situation / we learned about Cardi B Offset basically, and and what is your prediction? Everybody, if you predict that Simone Biles' husband will cheat on her within 2 years, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't think he will cheat on her. And
Can you let Miss Ellen for a little bit? Can you let Miss Ellen up a little bit for a little bit?
Say again?
Can you let Miss Ellen come up for a quick second?
Yeah, Ellen needs to
Send her the link, please. Send her the link, please.
Okay, the detractor dropped the link for us. Let me drop the link as well. Okay, Ellen is up. Welcome, Ellen and Ripley.
Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. I was over here dying because I ate one of those peppers. What do you call it? Scotch bonnet pepper by itself. I didn't even know it was hot. So I was dying for a minute. I'm sorry, y'all.
No.
So how's everybody doing?
Doing good. How about you?
That's why I sound different. My voice is like my throat is on fire. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to tell Darnell that you're so much into the Abrahamic religions that you know that the world was a matriarch before the patriarch even began, and that the world. How do you think that we got here? How do you think that who do you think was first, the man or the woman? Because everyone had to come out of one human being, and obviously it was female because we're the ones with the eggs. We produce.
Okay. So you want me to give you the scientific or the biblical? Because you brought up.
No, what I was saying is that we were in a matriarchy. The first religion ever, the first spiritual practice was the matriarchy. What do you think they got? Like the God Allah. For a lot of people, the first God was Allah. Was actually a female God named Allat. Okay. So, now they do have the technology. Well, women do not need men to reproduce now. Okay. That's a proven fact. And before we produced men without other men because we have the DNA to create male offspring. We already had that DNA. We didn't need testosterone or we didn't need spermicide in order to reproduce. And so nature has like a way of It's survival of the fittest. Okay, the reason why so many men are becoming more and more feminine is because nature is saying if you can't hack it, then you're gonna have to you're just going to have to come back into nature, where nature's going to have to start all over again. These men don't have a clue about how to be men, and it's nature is eventually, like, I believe what I'm sorry, New Diamond is saying, that nature is eventually going to get rid of these men if they don't feel as though they are useful or worthy. It's called natural selection.
Okay. Well, you said a mouthful there, but I believe the original question was you said where do I think men came from when women or the woman came first, and at one time we were some kind of women were able to reproduce asexually.
Yes, Darnell. Like, how? Okay, if science already proven that the first human being came from a black woman, Eve, how else was she? If she was the first, everything else from her is a mutation. That means she mutated.
No, ma'am.
Go ahead.
No,
What was you saying?
I'm sorry, ma'am. To correct you, it's Book of Genesis. It states Adam came first. Eve came from his rib.
That's a man wrote that, though. You do know that, right? You know that a man wrote words, but God doesn't write words. A man wrote that book.
You said Eve came
There's
first.
no proven fact scientific data to back that story up.
Correct.
Just like you can't back up if Muhammad existed or Buddha existed. That you can't back up that story. What scientific data do you have to back up the Bible? Besides, because see, you want to believe that because the matriarchy religions have taken over. The Abrahamic religions took over, but it was from one root, and that was the worship of the matriarch. You don't believe. Okay, so you don't believe me that the first God was a woman, and you don't believe that the first human being was a woman. Who gives birth? Like, I don't understand that. Who's the one that gives birth? So where did if the first human being was a man, where did the human being come from? Where did it come out of the man?
Well, if you want the scientific reasons of how we got here, and it's still not 100% explained, but basically, in the beginning, the Earth was like a bit sea. Basically, we came supposedly, from the ocean, right? We were like little organisms combined. We were like basically amoebas, single cell organisms.
I'm talking about human beings, Darnell. Like the first human.
That's
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's how we started, and some kind of way we evolved. We got on the land, and we slowly, over the course of time, began to evolve. We grew arms, legs. Basically, we were similar to fish, really, but we came on across land. We grew arms.
Okay, so let's use fish for example. Do you know that some fish do not need a male to reproduce? Like some,
Yes, that's correct. And I even said it earlier. You have worms, amoebas. They don't need to. They don't. They just.
But I'm trying to talk about human beings. Like, you're going all over the place.
You
I'm just saying that the first. I'm sorry. What?
You just said fish.
Yeah, but you're the one that mentioned fish. I'm talking about human beings. The first human came from a black woman, and that's scientifically proven. They have scientific data. Like, what scientific data or actual evidence that you have that all of this stuff happened in the Bible? I don't.
Well, first you brought up the Abraham religion. All right. Now, when it comes to getting back to the science, like I said, when I had brought up fish, I just said that's pretty much how people start. We lived like fish in the very beginning, and over the course of time, during evolution, we just grew arms, legs. We learned to breathe air. You know, we developed lungs in order to breathe air. You know, things of that
So
nature.
you don't agree that from out of one woman who was the black woman back in Africa, I'm not trying to put race into the factor, but out of one woman came an entire race. You don't believe that?
Who was this one woman?
The one woman was a black woman in Africa, which all human beings derived.
What was her name?
Well, they say her name was Eve. That's the scientifically Eve, the scientific Eve, not the make-believe Eve in the Bible.
I have never heard that story. The oldest skeletal remains that were found was known as Lucy. Who was
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm
so sorry. I mean, it was Lucy. It was Lucy. I didn't mean Eve like that. I'm so sorry, y'all. But yeah, Lucy. The first the first woman was in Africa was named Lucy. Yeah. So you don't believe out of one female came all other human beings, which was Lucy. I'm so sorry about that, y'all.
Okay, so
Mic check. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, sir. So, but
okay. Well, I guess the chat we are focused. I like where it's kind of going if we were going on human evolution, but let's bring it back to loyalty and let's bring it back to loyalty, that kind of thing.
In order for us to bring it back to loyalty, it has to be there in the first place. Because you can't bring it back to loyalty if it's not there in the first place. So most black men especially, are not loyal. So how about we start being loyal? Let's talk about that. How about black men start being loyal in the first place? And let's start right there.
So let me ask you this, Darnell. Of the men in the black manosphere, what percentage do you believe are loyal?
To be honest, you want to be honest with you, or want me to be honest with you?
That's preferred.
I can't think of a one.
Okay. I'm not going to argue. I'm not. Let's spice things up a little bit. It's Friday night, right? Here we go.
Hey, what up?
What up, man?
Hey, what up there? Man, I'm glad to be on here live.
Oh, yeah, dog.
Yeah. When you called, I was outside, so my Wi-Fi was fucking up. I'm glad to be inside my crib now.
Happy you in here, man.
Yeah.
What's your name? Where you calling me from?
My name is Lamont, and I'm calling from Las Vegas, West Coast.
Okay. Lamont from Vegas?
Yep.
How old are you, man?
I'm 34 years old.
My man. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Taurus.
There it is.
Ludicrous little brother. I was thinking he looked like a reverend or something.
Kids?
No kids, but I want to have kids one day. I got 2 goddaughters, but I want to have either a son or a daughter one day. Yeah.
All right. There it is. One day he hopes to have kids. What you do for a living?
I'm a bus driver, bus operator, drive buses out here in Las Vegas.
You be whipping them hoes like
You would think
a bus driver.
You would. You don't give me a heart attack, man. Literally a bus driver. You gonna give me a heart attack, DJ Court.
Here we go.
I'll be doing that like sometimes when I go to the garage. If I have to be the one to get my bus, I do it and test it out before I pick up them passengers, so it don't break down on me when I'm out on the streets.
I understand, brother. Yeah, man. You just full of energy, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Lamont, 34. He's a tourist. He drive buses, got him a good city job.
Yeah, Reverend Al Sharpton in the house.
There it is. No kids, but he wants kids one day. Have you ever been married?
Oh no, I've never been married. That's something I want, cause I don't want no baby mama. I want a wife, and I don't date outside my race. I date black women only, no whites, Mexican, black women only.
Black women only. There
Yep.
it is. My dog, you on one today, man. What type of woman you looking for?
I'm looking for a black, beautiful woman, like an attractive woman. I'm into like a Megan Good, Laura London, Keisha Cole, like attractive, sexy woman. So when I wake up to her every day, I'll be like, "Hey, what up, beautiful?"
Mm-hmm. Who you want them to look like?
Like, beautiful, sexy looking, like a Megan Good, Laura London, like not no one ugly. Like I'm into attractive women.
Yeah.
He lying. He got kids. He looked like he got kids.
Unfortunately, and he sounds slow. He's slow. He's slow. He's slow. He's slow as ASL. He's slow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's got the dusty language too. Beautiful. I'm looking for somebody beautiful and attract. I'm into attractive. I want nobody ugly. I want somebody attractive and beautiful.
He looked like he lived with his mother too. Like,
Hey, DJ Torch, pull up, read Tanya Sweat comment.
Got it.
Hilarious.
You mean the ludicrous one?
Yeah.
Ludicrous called and wants his look back.
Oh crap!
oh my God, he is capping so much. He probably got like 5 kids that he don't take care of, and he looked like he lived with his mom.
Yeah, he looks like he about to go out and hold up. He about to hold up a sign, Black Lives Matter, outside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, me too, brother. I feel you. Yeah. Attractive women. Apply. Do they gotta make a certain amount of money?
No, they ain't got to make a certain amount, but long as they, working, like doing something, nobody lazy, ain't got her priority right, but, working, like, help me out, like.
What the hell? Wait a minute.
Wrong with him.
You gotta hear this. You gotta hear this.
Do they gotta make a certain amount of money?
No, they ain't got to make a certain amount, but long as they, working, like doing something, nobody lazy, ain't got her priority right, but, working, like, help me out, like, some of the bills, like I could pay the cable, they could do the, light bill, like someone, help me out because I'm old school.
You need some help on the bill?
Well, like to help out, like no one lazy.
No one lazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Are
like,
you gonna take care?
I help her out.
He's asking for help. Light bill. I mean, light and see. I paid light bill, and he pays for the utility, and then.
I feel so bad for the women out here. If that's what they got to choose from, thank God I'm married. I mean, no, I'm not trying to be funny, but if they don't open their options, this is what is out there, you guys.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I mean, let me keep it going. Phoenix, so oh my God, I just came back and what the?
She helped me out at times.
Let me ask you this: do you want to, like, if y'all had rent to pay, would you want to split the rent, or would you take care of the rent and she take care of something smaller?
Well, split it, but somehow, like, if she get fired from her job until she get a new job, then I'll pay everything.
Mm-hmm. You'll pay everything. Yeah, just have each other back.
Yeah.
Like
a
partner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Something like a roommate.
Mm. No, yeah, something like that.
Just playing with you. All right. What are your deal breakers?
All my deal breakers, I don't like women with attitude, drama problem, because I'm not about drama, because I'm into the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So I like treating women like a queen. I want somebody like me for who I am, and I don't like drama or somebody making shit so, fucking complicated. And I get tired of running into women when I say I want a wife someday, and they not with that, but they want baby mama with this generation. So I'm in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, like real true love.
Now that I do believe.
Here's the
I
problem.
do believe he's in the 70s, 80s, and the 70s. It's more like the 70s and 80s, me, in my opinion.
DJ Torch, you notice every time the man talks, look at his eyes every time he talks. You keep playing the video, but just the eyes.
That you know what?
I'm in the 70s.
Y'all know what that is,
real
right?
True love, not all that drama.
Yeah, I'm not with that.
Because they
what is it?
Well, it's just I can't say it on YouTube, but you just put it in a pipe and.
Oh, okay, got it.
I didn't want to go that far. I just wanted to call the man. Typically, when people move their eyes like that, I just want to say they lying. But
Mr.
okay,
Snoopy says this host is laughing like, damn, this pool is
They be having that drama sometimes, don't they?
Yeah, that's what I don't like.
What age range you want to date?
I'm looking for a woman. I'm 34, so she got to be 34 and up, like 34 to 48. I don't want no woman that's born in the year 91 and up, because they about drama. So long as they born somewhere in the 70s or 80s. I want someone definitely 34 and up, nobody 91 and up. Too much problem.
But the
Phoenix breaks it down like this. Anytime a man says he don't like drama, that means he is the drama.
Yes, that's the yeah.
I mean, you was born. Hold on now.
I was born in '89.
You had to be, because I'm 34, so we the same.
Yeah, because I'm into old school music like Snoop Dogg, my favorite rapper. I'm into West Coast, like this nowadays music, like.
Snoop Dogg is not necessarily old school. You could technically say he's old school rap or hip hop, but old school music is like that started in the 70s. So I'm not sure what he's talking about, but let's see what he said.
Lil Durk, I'm not into that bullshit. Like, I'm old school all the way, 70s, 80s, 90s rap, R&B.
90s rap, R&B. I'm an R&B head myself. Who your favorite R&B group?
My favorite R&B, I like Charlie Wilson and the Gap Band. That's like my favorite R&B singer. And my
That's a good choice. Actually, a good choice.
favorite rapper is Snoop Dogg. I'm a big fan of Snoop. Yeah, I've been to his concert like 4 times, and the first time I shook his hand, I remember that day like it was yesterday. Like, that's like my favorite. Hell yeah! Like, I'm a big fan of Snoop.
Hell yeah!
And then the way I got my hair, like every time I go to LA, I act like I'm from there. Like, I love West Coast artists.
You love West Coast artists. What's your favorite Snoop song?
My favorite Snoop song, Gin and Juice and Nothing But a G Thing.
Nothing but a motherfucking G thing. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Didn't he say he was from LA?
I can't. Oh God.
He just said he was from LA. What?
I told you, keep it out on the mind.
I got my hair, like every time I go to LA, I act like I'm from there. Like, I love West Coast artists.
You love West Coast artists. What's your favorite Snoop song?
My
Well, if he acts like they do in LA, that means he chase white women. I'm just saying. So that's how they do in LA. And I'm in LA. So oh
Yeah, I
goodness.
know, right? Like I don't know. I'm telling you, he just finished smoking something. Y'all don't believe me.
And he looks psycho. You know, I would pity the woman who fell asleep, you know, near me. I couldn't trust him in my sleep. He was the type that'll get mad and flip and snap out and do some things. Oh no, no. Mm-mm.
Favorite Snoop song, Gin and Juice, and Nothing But a G Thing.
Nothing but a motherfucking G thing. Come on, man.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then I even know how to do his impression. Hey, what it do, nephew? Snoop D-O-double-G. Long Beach South Central Connect.
You sound just like Snoop. Hit him one more time.
This guy's out of
Hey,
his
what
mind.
it do, nephew?
He's out of his
Oh
mind.
God. Oh my good. Asking if he can add, subtract, multiply, and divide. That part. What he up here doing impressions of Snoop Dogg.
And that guy making fun of him. The host for Kendra G, he just making fun of him. That's so wrong.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
the thing is
Oh
this.
yeah.
The thing is this. It's like I remember when people saying, "Yeah, rappers, rap music doesn't, influence people." Look, he wants to be Snoop Dogg. Is that influence or not? That's all I'm saying.
And he wants to get with Martha Stewart. Oops. Okay. Yeah. So something's not right about him, like Miss Ellis. Something is not right about this man's no. And for him to come out and say, I'm telling, I just don't trust when they come out and say, is it because we know the history? Especially if you love LA, like I said. And he's talking about, oh, I specifically like black women, black women. Yeah, why? Why? What's your intention? And that's what I ask. When a black man speaks to me in LA, I ask, what's your intention? What's your intention? For
Yeah,
real.
whenever a guy says that, oh well, I like black women, I don't trust that because why do you have to state that you like? You know what I'm talking about, DJ? Like, I mean, you as a man, with Darnell also, but what when a guy says that I like black women. I like black women. I don't trust that. Like, why do you have to say that? Like, constantly say that? I mean, you're just gonna naturally choose from black women if you prefer them. Do you think it's an interior motive behind that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's what I suspect.
Let me read Phoenix Soul's comment. I don't think he's out of his mind. He's just a baby looking for his mama that he can fork. Basically. Let me play a little bit more. Here we go.
Snoop D-O-double-G, Long Beach South Central Connect. Yeah, right now I'm on my way to South Central visiting my nephew Ice Cube.
Hey, matter of fact, can you rap Nothing But a G Thing in that voice?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Let me hear it.
A 1, a 2, a 3, into the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at your door. Ready to make that entrance, so we back on up. Cause you know we about to rip shit up. First, give me a mic so I can bust like a bubble. Compton and Long Beach put together. Now you know that you in trouble. Cause ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. Two low down niggas going crazy. Death Row is the label that pays me.
Oh, yeah, that was the shit. Appreciate it, dog. Hey, would you ever date long distance?
I'm glad you said that. I'm in Vegas and I want me a woman that's from Los Angeles, the state of California, because I love LA. Every time I go there and visit, I act like I'm from there. So I want a woman that's from LA because that's like one of my dream places. So in case she say, well, I want to move to LA, I'll be like, hell yeah. Do you know how long I've been wanting to live there? So I've been wanting to live in LA for a minute. Every time I go there, I just...
He says LA one more time.
Love that city. I love LA.
Doggone it.
He can't afford it here. That's why he keeps dreaming about it. That's the thing.
Exactly.
It is. I love LA too, man. It's a beautiful city. All right, let's do the Kendra Cam. This is where you show your whole body.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For shizzle.
Yeah, my mirror's kind of fucked up.
There it is. That's enough, bro. We got you.
Yeah.
All
right. You don't have to answer this, but when's the last time you were intimate with somebody?
Oh, the last time I was intimate with somebody was back in July.
Back in July? Was she an option? What happened?
Okay, what it was like she had baby daddy and too many baby daddy problems, and her baby daddy, he was fucked up in the head, and she started thinking about motherfuckers that don't give a damn. So I'm like, you know what? I can't put up with this no more. And plus, she was 32, born in 91, and they got hella problems. So I'm like, I can't be put up with this no more. So I had to leave her ass.
I had to get my ass up out of that. I already know.
Exactly, Mr. Snoopy. He needs a woman's second income to make that dream move to LA. Bars.
What would you say is 3 of your flaws?
Okay, one of my flaws is I need to work on, like when I meet women, I'll be like, I don't want them to give me no drama problem, because I know it's good women out here. So stop worrying about that. And that's the only thing, because when I meet women, it's like I may be happy, but at the same time, I'll be like, I don't want them giving me no drama. I want them to accept me for who I am, drama free, and work out agreements and disagreements without all that argument.
That's your biggest thing, is drama free, ain't it? Peace. I feel you. All right, why you think you single?
Oh, I'm single because I'm a nice guy. I like to treat women like queens. I held doors, and I like cuddling, and definitely giving foot massage, and I'm just a romantic guy and looking for a woman that's old school and want that good old school love and not all that drama.
Not all that just good old school love. I know that's right. All right. Why would somebody be lucky to be with you?
A woman be lucky to be with me because I'm always, make her laugh, make her happy.
Yeah.
Drama free.
Drama free, man. All right, brother. Appreciate you, dog.
So,
how can people reach out to you?
Oh, they can reach out to me on my Instagram, Baines Lamont, BAINESLAMONT.
Baines Lamont. How long you been growing your hair?
I've been growing my hair since 98, the last time Bulls won the NBA championship ring.
Damn, since 98? How long has that been? That's a long time.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
25
years.
years.
You talking like you old, but we the same age, bro.
Yeah, like I talk like a 40 and 50-year-old man, but I'm glad because that's how I am. I'm all the way old school.
1998. That was 25 years ago. You 34, so you haven't cut your hair since you was 9?
Yep, that was the last time I had a haircut.
All right. That's crazy. All right, bro. I wish you luck, man. I hope you find somebody.
Oh, thanks.
He can't even pronunciate his own Instagram.
I swear.
He said, my Instagram is Baines Lamont. So anyone who's educated would say that when you say the vowel sound, that's an A, not an I. So how you gonna say my Instagram is Baines and then you say B-I?
Right.
Negro, please. You need to start way back with Krypton phonics first. You know what I'm saying? Before you can't even pronounce your own Instagram. Oh Lord, have mercy. Help us all. Help us all. And like I said in my comments, if he could, like Mistress Newbie said, he would need a black woman because black women are the easiest to you know what I'm saying, to get. To move him to LA or to meet somebody here who would take him. And then he would go like they all do. I live here, so I know how it operates. Okay. He would, when he get to a certain place where he would leave and go to a Becky. And that's just the bottom line of that. That's the only reason why he's doing that now. Somebody he want a black woman.
Darn, is it that bad in LA? I haven't been to LA maybe in like 3 years. That's one of the reasons I won't go back, because different reasons, but is it gotten worse? Like they are really, really obsessed with the Beckys over there, even more so?
Yeah, unless they're broke. I talk about this a lot on TikTok and my other things. But no, unless they're broke. If it ain't broke, you know what I'm saying, then they want you just like him. But if they make it big, no, they head into North Hollywood, to Beverly Hills, to West Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? They once they get that opportunity, he needs that open door opportunity, which would be a black woman. And once he gets here and figure it out and can make that move where he can move in, with the low tier Becky. If you got to even start there, he'll start there, low tier Becky, and make that. That's how they do. And yes, it is. I talk about this to black women that's here, and we talk about this. We talk about this. You talk to somebody that's from here, especially if you've been to other places. So I'm here to pursue different things. That's why I'm here. I've been here for 3 years. And but I had to figure that out myself. I mean, I've already figured it out. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. There are a lot of black men don't even talk to you. If they see you walk, they won't even speak to a black woman in certain areas. Now, if you're in Crenshaw or Inglewood, you may get that, of course. But if you're in other places, no. They'll move away from you. No, it's a lot of black self hatred here in LA. Yes, it is.
I was mostly in the entertainment industry, not like any adult entertainment, but in the entertainment industry over there in LA. And I guess because I wasn't around, I don't know, I just never paid attention, but I did notice that they do have a preference for white women over there. They do have a preference.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have a friend that's a psychologist. She's a black woman. She moved. We're friends actually. And we talked on her Instagram, and she was saying that she had left California, and when she was here, she wasn't having any luck with the black man. But she moved away back to, I think, Jersey, and then she came back because her profession had brought her back. Luckily, she said she found a black man in Long Beach. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at. And they got married and she had a baby. But she said, but that was just luck. She said that was just luck, and she's right. That was totally luck. It's totally luck. If you meet a black man of quality, I got to emphasize that, of quality, because there's all kinds of brands of black men here, but most of the ones that are high value, high earning, I'll say high earning. No, they flock to other races, and that's a
Do
fact.
you think? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but do you think it's because they're so like the black people are the minority, and they tend to like have an attitude with black women, like ignore them and all that stuff? It's because they feel scared because they are a minority and they getting a lot of like they getting a lot of heat from the Chicana people over there. They getting a lot of it's like they basically surrounded. You think they getting they want those Becky's out of fear, like for protection, like they see that she could be my protection because there's so much heat I'm getting over here from the Mexicans. Oh, I didn't mean to say, I don't know if I can say that. And then from the Aryan, it's like different people. Do you think that maybe that could be one of the psychological reasons?
Well, that could be like maybe letter B, but I think letter A is the fact is that black men that think like that, they see having a white woman is leveling up to the white man. They want to get close to the white man. So they want to. So that's the issue. Even in the gay community in California, it's the same thing. You see a lot of black gay men with white men and other races of men. You only
No,
see a
I didn't.
few that
I
actually.
said because you said I already know black men obsession with pale skin, but you said they won't even talk to black women; they'll ignore them. That's what made me feel like they act. Maybe they scared. That that's crazy.
Not that necessarily. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily. It's that it's just here. It's a weird vibe. It's just it's just like white woman worship here, and they have no reason to be scared of. Like if they saw you, you know what I'm saying? There's no reason to be scared. They just intentionally don't want to be attached to a black woman. They want to appeal to the white culture. In fact, I always say that here in California, it's not really a real black culture here. They have stuff, but it's not like being in the South, where I'm originally from. So I I
I'm in
don't.
California too. I'm in San Francisco, but it's not like they don't. It's not like the black men over here. They don't really. They're not obsessed with pale skin as much as other places, from my experience.
Yeah, and then you got Hollywood here. You know, you got Hollywood, and you know, so it's oh. So I'm sorry. You got it's Hollywood, and so you know, you got. You would have to live there. And well, it didn't take me long because when I first got here, I was almost ready to go after 3 months. You know, and then someone said, "Girl, just give it a a few times, to get here." Not just about even men, but just about the whole energy of LA. But I'm still here 3 years later trying to. But I'm starting to adapt to it. I mean, it is what it is. And also, I'm not just having my options just for, them. What I'm saying? Because why am I going? There are times even when I speak to black men, they don't even speak back to me. So, I just wait for them to speak to me, and then I'll speak back. That's it. If you want to play that, I'll play it too. Whatever. You
But
know.
also, like, I just want to say this real quick. The women from when I was over there, the Becky's over there, they are really fat. Like they'll sleep with anybody. I can't make this stuff up. They will just sleep with anything. And so I
That's
don't
why they
know.
go
It's
to
like
them. That's why they go to them. That's why they go to them. You know how many interracial couples I've met out and about, and everything, and stuff like that. And most of them that I've met are swingers. They're swingers with women and men. So that's why most black women are not going to tolerate that, and that's a fact. Most are not going to tolerate that. So
but
you're
the
right.
brass over there don't even want them. Like that's what I'm they're very the brads in LA, unless you are really, really hot, you're really, really hot, Becky, or you have to be like a certain. You can't be too. All I know is that the brads over there in LA, they like skinny women, and you can't have like too much curvature over there. So a lot of the brads over there are really pick. It's so many of them to choose from because the women, the white women outnumber the white men over there. So it's very hard for a white woman to get a white man also in LA. Do you agree with that or?
Well, yes and no. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I see both of what you're saying, here, whatever. You're right. The ones who be like skinny, you know what I'm saying? What I find is the ones who want to appeal to black men, the ones that are black male minded, they're the ones that's chasing the ones, the Becky's that done went and got melanin shots and BBL or whatever, some of it's natural too, because that's a whole other topic. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? But there are some that you're saying that you prefer you to be slim or what have you, and they don't want to be seen in public with that. You know what I'm saying? But black men don't mind that. They just want to get away from black women. That's all. They don't care. As long as you got a house, car, credit card, money, they don't care. They don't care. As long as they can go hang out with the white folks, you know what I'm saying, and giggle and gaggle and sing grassroots songs, you know what I'm saying? Oh, be on my, I climbed a tree yesterday, and well, they'll do that.
Okay, one second, one
There you
second,
have it,
everybody.
Darnell. You should go to LA.
Wait, one second. Yeah, he's right around the corner from it. But one second.
I wasn't
Um,
laughing. I
I
was
was gonna say
muted.
something. Oh, remember everybody to like the video, like, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet.
But anyway, y'all, I love you. I gotta go because I gotta get it dark and I gotta get home because I don't like being in LA, when it gets too dark. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
I
love
know.
you all.
Okay. You have a good night.
All right. Good
Okay,
night.
take care.
That was New Diamond.
And
Okay, everybody.
I wanted
Just
to
give me
ask
your
her
last
about
words and we out.
I wanted to ask New Diamond about that. She said she was going to send. New Diamond says she's going to send you some stuff. I think that would be a great episode. I definitely want to see that.
All right. Yeah, I'll be
Well,
checking
I
it
just
out.
wanted to say that I hope I didn't sound when she asked me to come up and explain the matriarchy thing. I hope I didn't sound crazy because I think Kittens
No.
and Cassius said I sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. Like so. I'm just going by, what I know that science was saying that the first woman was a black woman. I mean, the first human being was a black woman.
It's the first remains that we have found with a black woman. But there's one thing I just wanted to confirm: if Lucy was still the oldest fossil, apparently there was another oldest fossil, and I'm not going to lie to you, it is the fossil of a woman. But it's called. Her name is Artie.
Who?
Artie.
Okay, so what orifice is a baby gonna come out from a man? If a man was the first human being, what orifice? How could he give birth? What hole is it gonna come out of?
I never said a man was the first human being. Well, unless you read the Bible, then yes, I did say the Bible. According to the Bible, Adam was the first man.
Okay, all right. Never mind. DJ, he said that's for another video. So
Yeah, but DJ Torch, if you want to look up, and I'm reading this from the UC Berkeley.
Got it.
Said,
you got from UC Berkeley. Okay.
Yep. Lucy's been displaced by Artie. Apparently, Artie is 1.2 million. 1.2
but Darnell, I want to ask you, do you, and you can be honest, we your friends, like, do you like black women? Are you attracted to black women?
Yeah.
Okay, but you have a preference for Latina women and white women?
Not white women, no.
Okay, so the reason you were attracted to Latina women was it because of the experience you had in Brazil? Like, was it because of the good experience you had in Brazil?
No, not necessarily, no.
But if you don't mind, what is it? What is it? I just wanted to know.
I guess I just, to be honest with you, I kind of like, I just like Latin culture, I guess.
So why do you don't know Spanish? I don't understand that.
I speak a little bit of Spanish. I ain't gonna lie, I failed Spanish level 2 in high school. I failed it.
I just want to know. I'm just curious. The reason I asked you, I'm not being nosy, is because I see you in a lot of spaces where I could have swore you said in a video that you don't like black women. So I see you in a lot of spaces where there's mostly black women around, like BWE spaces. So I just was confused.
I do not recall ever saying I don't like black women. I do recall saying that yes, I have had in my early, from 18 to my early 20s, I have had bad experience with black women, and I do recall having feelings of, anger and resentment, based on treatment. But it's one of those things is that.
What did they do? Like smack you around or something? Were they physically and mentally abusive?
I would say mentally, physically, no. Mentally, yes.
Wow.
Hey, I mean, like I said, we're all human beings. No one's perfect.
Yeah, you're right. No one's perfect.
I mean, we all see how black men make mistakes, and we have to acknowledge that yes, black women make mistakes as well. We have to acknowledge that. Even white men make mistakes all the damn time. White women make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes.
I just don't get it. It's so many beautiful, beautiful Latina women in Arizona, and I don't know. It's so many women just like looking for a good man, and I think I would think it would be a piece of cake for you to find a relationship.
Something's fishy. Something's fishy. No, I'm just playing.
Nah,
Like bring to the cage, camo, kittens and caskets is in the house.
To be honest with you, be
No,
honest,
I just came up here to tell you can't get laid. I didn't say that you don't know what you're talking about. I said I have no idea what y'all are talking about because I came in late and I still don't know what you guys are talking about. And I don't know. So it had nothing to
Oh,
do with what you were talking about because I don't know what you were talking about or what anyone was talking about because I didn't hear it.
okay.
yeah,
Well, thank
earlier,
God. I didn't want to sound like a babbling idiot.
Yeah,
yeah,
I did. I don't
earlier,
even know what the conversation was and what it was about.
no,
Yeah, so
It was
earlier
based.
it was just crazy. Earlier it was crazy. It wasn't you can't get laid though. But it was just crazy. Basically, if I can give a quick recap, basically, some magical way women were able to procreate on their own without a Y chromosome. Which I don't know how that is possible, but neither does modern science. But you know,
It's called mutation. Like it's called, someone has to be the first. Everything came as scientifically, once again, it was scientifically proven that
mhm.
everything came from a black woman. She was she was the first to create a male child. It came from a mutation out of her DNA. When you say mutation, mutation is nothing more than like a change of a change of the cells, like the change of the atoms. That's so like just like the mutation happened when different races of people were created. It was a mutation from a root race, like a root from like the African race. So first it started with forget it. I'm not even gonna say. I'm not gonna
Well,
forget it.
when it
Okay.
started, well, as far as racial mutation goes, it is true that most scientists believe that the first people came from Africa. That part's true. The thing is, my
The first people came from the first one human being was a black woman. From her came the male species, and so people started populating, and the human race started to grow. All right.
but how?
we I'm sorry, what?
How?
Through like the human race started to grow just as every other species started to grow from you know um growing in numbers, like repopulating with one another. Eventually that out of one came many. That's all I wanted to say. And I don't you're trying to say that, okay, well, a man needs a woman to procreate. Now we do, but before, women had all of the necessary chromosomes to reproduce on her own. That's the only
So
explanation.
wait a minute. I apologize for cutting you off, but you just said something very interesting. You said women had the necessary chromosomes. Now, if a woman, you're telling me if a woman had a Y chromosome, then that's not a woman. That's a man, baby.
I didn't say she had. Okay, well,
You said all the necessary.
women had did you ever think that the Y chromosome was a mutation? Did you ever think that the Y chromosome was that mutation and came from women, and then that created the male species?
Well, that would be impossible because women can only pass an X. Only men can pass a Y.
Yeah, but now they can. But what? Okay, so I don't know. So this you're trying to say that the human species that's popped out of nowhere and
No, not nowhere. Like I said, we were seaborn creatures that eventually walked on land, and we adapted. Now, how we adapted, that part I can't really tell you.
I don't believe that. I believe if we, I just don't believe we were seaborn creatures. I believe every species came from, if we were a different species, we would be able to reproduce. Like, for instance, human beings would be able to produce with dolphins human beings to be able to reproduce with monkeys. It's
No,
impossible because interspecies reproductions can't happen. So that doesn't even make any sense. Like I'm
I
saying a mutation. I'm saying that one human being created other forms of human beings, like the male, and then like from the male, there was different races created of a human being. I'm talking about different just different mutations of a human being, not different species altogether that we created. We came from different species altogether, or one species
no.
created another. I don't think that that's possible.
We came from cells. We started out as cells.
Okay, wait, you guys.
Oh,
You
okay. Kittens, we see you made Kittens and Casket leave. All right, go ahead, DJ. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. All right. So, is it on the topic of the evening? Do you guys have any last words?
Ladies first.
Well, I'm just saying, in terms of cheaters, men, like I said before, men are only as loyal as their options. Is there men that won't cheat? Yeah, like there are men who have the self-discipline not to cheat. But okay, so for instance, let me give you Darnell. If you were a happily married man, your wife was like very obedient, and she listened to everything you said. She spoke when spoken to. She was very beautiful. She was just like a an ideal wife. She was like a robot with veins, right? So you and your wife are at the beach, and she goes and she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, Darnell, I have to go and do stuff. I'll be right back." And so some really, really hot Latina, another hot Latina woman comes up to you in a string bikini and says, "Excuse me, Darnell, but you mind, like, I can't really see," and well, not, she ain't gonna say your name, but "Excuse me, sir, could you just put some sunscreen on the back of my back?" You're not gonna tell me. And then afterwards, she gives you her number, her cell phone number or Instagram. You're telling me you're not going to hit her up.
No, I'm not gonna hit her up. And that's but as far as when you said a wife like a robot, I don't want to marry a woman like a robot.
Wasn't that what you were saying before, that black women weren't obedient? That's why you were over there on Razor Ray's channel.
When did I say that?
You said that like maybe like a year ago.
I wasn't on Razor
I'm not going to
Ray's
even
channel
say the
a year-
person that the channel you were on, but
I wasn't on Razor Ray's channel a year ago. I didn't know who Razor
no, I
Ray
didn't say it was Razor Ray's channel.
Actually, you did. You did say Razor Ray.
No, you
You said Razor Ray just a minute ago.
Okay, you didn't say it on Razor Ray's channel. You said it on another person's channel, which I'm not going to
I know
give
the
that
name.
person any credit.
I know the name. But
Okay,
no,
so
I
you
didn't
say that.
No, I did not. Not even on that channel.
Wow. Okay.
Okay,
Wow,
and
all
on that note, I'm just going to have to end it. You guys are going to go forever. All right. All right. Hey, shout out to You Can't Get Laid and New Diamond and Darnell and Camo. Thanks everyone. You know, the stage was popping, the chat was popping, everybody. Let's kick the beat. Thank you. If I don't see you by Christmas or whatever celebration you do, have a good time. Otherwise, see you then.
All right.
See you on the
Merry
next one. Here we
Christmas,
go.
everybody.
In this moment, yes, I cannot say what's wrong or right. It's not hard to fool me, 'cause I'm addicted to the good life.
All right, I'd like to give a shout out to everybody and a Merry Christmas and all of that other stuff, just in case I don't see you.
No need to say
Shout out to Sylvia Hero, Peter Ward,
I follow
Miss RV,
to the edge of it all. To the edge of it all.
Tanya Sweat,
So tell your good lies. 'Cause I'll find no better one.
Nubian Khaleesi,
Yeah. Susceptible lies. Before the
Black Natural Under Pressure, Phoenix Soul,
So tell your good lies. 'Cause I'll find a better one.
with Nubian,
Lies. Before the moment flies. It's not a problem.
Moss,
'Cause I know what I'm getting into. Yeah. And nothing can stop me. 'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way. I follow. No need to say. Where we are heading now, babe. I follow.
Mouton,
To the edge of it all. So tell your good lies. 'Cause I'll find a better one. Yeah. Susceptible lies. Before the moment flies. Before it flies. So tell your good lies.
like the rest of Greg, welcome
'Cause I'll
everybody
find a better one.
to a glorious Christmas time. See you on the next one.
Susceptible lies.
DJ Torch, I'm out of here.
Before the moment